that on. My bad.
We'll edit that out later. Don't worry.
All right. We'll just edit that out later. So, guys, what's going on?
What up?
is
What up?
popping?
What up?
How y'all doing?
Yeah, we just an hour early. No big deal.
I know we went like a whole hour early. I don't know, man. Dude, have you ever just like woke up and just felt like in a depressed state? Like I didn't even go to the gym today, dude. I couldn't even do anything. What's up, Victor?
All the time. But I still have to go to work, so
Yeah, dude. Like I guess I don't know. It's the time for my dad's when he passed away. It's gonna be a year, and I think I don't know. Dad got to me, or the fact that my brother gets married this Friday. I don't even know, bro. I'm just like depressed as hell. I was today. Like I didn't want to do shit.
definitely know the feeling of that. And
What's up, Fudge?
it's definitely not a fun time.
Yeah, I got my days like that, man. I mean, I feel like I just came out of a slump today.
What's up, Laker? What's up, Chuck? He said, "Look at those ugly people."
No. One of the moderators kick him out. Get him out of here.
Yeah, Chucky's not moderating. Oh yeah, he is.
Well, unmoderate him and get him the hell out of here.
Unmoderated.
Unsmurf that motherfucker.
Why? Goddamn.
Privileges revoked. He just called us ugly. What do you mean, why? We bald, we ain't ugly.
Words? What are you gonna do? Kill you? Words are gonna kill you? Nah.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. I mean, you're bringing up depression. We might as well bring up suicide awareness while we're at it.
It's funny, bro.
Hashtag don't let the demons win.
I mean, not a bad thought.
You know what? While we on the live, that is a huge subject that we could all partner up on for a bigger cause away from the snake community is suicide awareness. We should we should get the community involved in suicide awareness, cancer awareness, women's breast cancer awareness, men's cancer awareness. Autism. There you go.
There's all sorts of things that we could get the entire community involved in if we actually put effort
but actually,
into
how many would get involved though? Because there's a lot of shit going on. You got the hurricane going on.
Do you know it would take little?
That's every season for Florida, though.
Like, it would take so little effort to actually get people involved in some of these things. It's not even funny, but yet nobody does it on their own until somebody else starts it.
True.
Like, all right, so you want to do autism awareness, right, Quentin? My wife works at a autism therapy center.
So why not? No, why not? Why not get some autistic, like, what am I trying to say here? Like, what are they called? When you go donate funds to them?
Like a fundraiser? Like,
no, not do a fundraiser, but like get somebody in here to talk about autism and stuff like that. You know?
Let's do it. I'll go talk to them as soon as I have the free time to do it, but I'll get a speaker in here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like somebody to represent that. What am I saying?
I mean, it's not difficult to speak on autism, at least on my end. I understand it pretty well. I mean, if you want to do a live bringing awareness to autism, let's go.
I mean, why not? I mean,
I've worked with autistic kids in the past.
Like half of us are making the autism like sticker. I have the autism sticker and the logo. I saw Kamikaze Reptiles pull out his logo for autism. There's breast cancer stickers coming out as well since it's coming. And then you also got bullying awareness too for October.
Wait, what is October? Isn't October
autism and bully, and I think it's breast cancer as well.
October is a busy month.
That it is. And it's the one day of the year where I can walk around with a snake around my neck and not get judged.
Hey, are we gonna do a live on dressed
No, I would still get judged for that.
in costumes?
Dude, let's go. Hell yeah.
I'll do it, bro. Don't tell
Oh,
me.
wait, bro. I mean, you're
Hold up,
wearing
hold
your
up.
face
I'll be right back.
already, so.
I gotta get something.
Yeah, that's one of the few days a year I cannot guarantee that I can actually be here or somewhat sober to start.
Yeah, it is a big partying day, isn't it?
No, I just have nothing better to do on holidays other than sit there and drink.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's the one day a year that
What?
you get to sit there and drink and eat candy all night long and nobody judges you for being a fat ass and an alcoholic all night long. And nobody can say a thing.
True. Same thing on Christmas.
They can judge you for drinking all day on Christmas.
Oh, bullshit. Everybody drinks all day on Christmas.
Well, yeah, but you shouldn't like get sloshed in front of your family, or at least my family judges you.
They say the boobies. We all need to kill the train. Yeah, but how many people are going to get behind it, though?
I'm sure plenty of people will get behind at least one, if not all of them. So, I mean, Chucky just said his girlfriend's son is autistic. My wife works in an autism therapy center. My best friend that recently passed away, his son is autistic. My ex's best friend by proxy, my best friend's son was autistic, and I watched him on the regular, got to work with him. My other best friend previous to that son was autistic, and I got to work with him on a regular basis. Did a lot of studying on the matter and learning about it and how to work with them. Breast cancer awareness hits home for you, so it hits home for me. Cancer in general hits home for me. That's how I lost my grandfather. That's how I'm sure at least some, if not all, of the people in the chat have lost somebody or know somebody that's lost somebody. Bullying is bullshit. If you're gonna fucking pick on somebody, you're a fucking pussy.
Bro, I told you what happened once. Right? My son went to school and he was getting bullied. He took a razor blade from a house they were working on, and the mom didn't know, and he got in trouble because he cut the little boy in the arm. I guess he got tired of it.
Oh, look at you, Hutch.
I missed part of that.
You missed part of what?
Your story about a kid cutting a kid.
Oh, it was my son. He cut a bully. He was getting bullied. He was getting pushed around and stuff.
Well, at least there was a good reason for it. He stood up for himself. Just not in the best of ways that he could have. But
And then went to the school and told him I told him to do that.
What?
I said he went to the school and told the school that I told him to do that. Like, go and cut the kid.
What the hell?
Yeah, bro. And the mom calls me pissed. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, what happened? What do you do? He's like, your son decided to take a razor blade to school and cut this little boy. I said, is this little boy the one that's been picking on him? And that's why I got like all these anti-bully shirts in my shop, along with autism shirts, breast cancer awareness, because all that shit, like, I do believe in. And virtual bullying too. Virtual bullying happens now, even in the community. People just don't talk about it.
Yeah. Another one to add on top of that is the veteran suicide awareness. I mean, suicide umbrella is a lot of things. I mean, that one hits home directly to me. My brother-in-law is a veteran with severe PTSD. He's been down the road.
Bro, people get suicidal because, like, once they start talking, like, let's say we get really close to people in the community, you know how, like, we are.
Yeah.
And then we stop talking, we don't hear each other, and then they get all sad and depressed. But like sometimes like shit happens, see, life happens. And they take it like we don't want to talk to them no more or something like that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Fry?
Oh shit! Australia in the house, boys.
My bearded dragon's going crazy over here, dude. Scratching at the glass. Hold up.
Breeding season. I don't know. Some loser named So Done has some babies out there.
Yeah, men's mental health awareness. PTSD is another one, bro.
And I mean, my brother-in-law would be the quickest to speak up too. PTSD applies to more than just the military.
Dude.
Cops, EMTs, nurses, doctors, therapists, regular people.
Dude, especially when you're like a cop and you see people like decapitated along the highway, or you're pulling people out of a car on fire, burned up, bro. That shit.
There's a lot of things that can start that. I know a lot of. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing like a show about autism or breast cancer or anything pretty much, as long as we like. What's up, Stan? As long as like we have everybody who's in here that wants to do that and stands by it. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, that complete. Whatever we do a live about, we kind of have to understand and stand by what we say.
Absolutely.
Bro, exactly. So like when I do a live, Levi knows I don't like the like bullshit or tell random ass stories and shit. I just get straight to the point, tell the truth, be transparent with the viewers, and get the viewers involved. That's pretty much like what I'm trying to like do when I do these lives. Get them involved. Like if they have any questions, go ahead and ask us. I mean, it can be about anything. Like if nobody wants to touch on it, we'll try to touch on it as best we could. But
all right, so you kind of opened up the door for it. Let's ask a question, shall we?
Is it your controversial one?
Oh yeah, it's my controversial one. Let's kick this door in. Let's go.
Well,
so
we're starting a war today.
Oh yeah, here we go. Hope everyone in the comment section is ready for this one. I want y'all's opinions, and this is 100% debate. And by that I mean an actual debate, no name calling, no shit talking. Let's be realistic. This is a real question. In the last live, we had discussed the market being overinflated. This has been brought up multiple times through multiple lives by multiple groups and individuals. Question that dawned on me the other night, and I want to ask our followers, the two gentlemen in the room, is it time to put an end to reptile shops by some, many, all, or none at all? One of the contributing problems I think we have in the community, and this is on multiple aspects, is bad reptile shops. Yes, there are the good ones, but what are the good ones doing to help stop the bad ones? And are reptile shops further causing us to have more issues? For example, one thing to speak on, the spreading of mites.
Oh yeah,
there's a big one. Every reptile shop faces it, and some deal with it very professionally and snip it in the butt, and then some do not. They just don't give a shit, and they
do sell the animal away.
So I guess we'll start with you, Quentin. What's your answer?
God dang it.
The body language says it all.
Right? He's like, damn it.
Yeah, I really didn't want to answer this, to be honest.
But now we got to.
And it depends on, honestly, it depends on the reptile shop and what they sell and how they go about it. Because there's right ways to do it, and then there's wrong. I mean, 90% of pet stores, like, they have employees that say they know what they're doing with these animals, whatever. Most of their experience comes from that pet store that does it wrong to begin with. So, I mean, there's pet stores like Petco and PetSmart that sell ball pythons, bearded dragons, fucking, all them little things that are good starter reptiles. And then there's places that are closer to me that I'm not gonna name drop, but sell exotics or retics, berms, carpet pythons, stuff like that. They don't ask for experience. They don't ask knowledge. They just hell. They don't even ask age. The first time I went in there, I was 16 and bought an 8-foot retic. They didn't ask experience, age, knowledge, nothing. They just let. So probably not the right way to do it, to be honest.
Okay. I like it. I like it. We getting some good responses in the comments too.
Yeah, some say some, others say the ones that don't care.
In all honesty, they just need to start doing it the right way.
There you go.
And then it would be a totally different game.
I like you did, Sam.
Yep, we need regulations on shops. And that's what we're talking about, like at the expos. Care sheets.
Where the fuck is the roaches I want? God damn.
What?
Now, let me say this too. This question is not my bias against any individual shop or any shops in specific.
Oh, my answer was entirely biased.
I mean, I can sit here and name great shops. I can sit here and name bad shops. I can sit here and name shops that have a bad rep that don't deserve it. I can name shops that have good shops or good reps and don't deserve it. But that's not the point. It's a generalized question here.
Luckily, we are in Florida, so we are golden.
I can name more bad reptile shops that I could. Okay, I'm gonna take it to just exotics in general to get away from just reptiles because most of us don't just keep snakes or lizards or geckos or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
I mean, the same exotics places like Petco, PetSmart, they don't just sell ball pythons or what. They sell everything and anything they can get their hands on, just like any other reptile or exotic place would.
Bro, we have shops down here like that. Like they'll get a reptile, they don't know shit about that reptile, and then try to sell it to somebody else, like quick money, because it's nice. Because the lizard.
Name one good shop. I can name one good exotic shop, and that is if anybody here knows the Show Me Reptile shows.
Yeah.
It is owned by him, the guy who runs all that.
Okay. I mean, I can name a bunch of good shops too. I mean, let's start with one of the industry leaders that puts on one of the greatest expos in the entire nation, the pet shop in California. You walk into Costco's store, you get professionalism, you get animal care at the top of the quality. And when you go to his expos, you see the same thing reflected. The BS is cut at the door, and you get professionalism there forward. Of course, your rotten eggs are going to get in. There ain't nothing we can do about that. But for the most part, his shows are on point. You don't see mistreated animals. You don't see disease and viruses spreading. You don't see animals that are being mistaken care of.
And it's the same way with Mickey's shows. It's all done correctly and in the right manner.
Oh, shit. Boza in the house. What up, bro? I think Petco and PetSmart just need to go to hell where they belong, to be honest with you.
So morbid.
Because, I mean, we can get into the other animals, too, as far as they go, and the shit care that's involved, and puppy mills that have been tethered to their names, cat mills, and, yeah. They're Petco and PetSmart. They have a place for whatever. I don't think they're ever going to go away, but if they could go away tomorrow, I wouldn't be sad.
True. Eden, that's true. Yeah, they need to stop hiring teenagers. I don't know, his phone probably kicked them out or something. What do you say? What happened, bro?
I went to click the chat button and hit leave instead.
Bro, and like in our reptile and like our shops out here, like some of them close. Like the reptile shops here, they don't last long. And if they do, it's only because they're selling feeders like ASS, rats, crickets. But if you're doing a fish tank shop or a reptile shop here in Texas, it doesn't last. People are so afraid of snakes here. It's unbelievable. Like that's why we need a reptile room here so we can educate these people and be like, because every time they go, like I pull out a ball python, is that poisonous? No, it's not poisonous. It's a rock.
It's a rock.
And honestly, Casey, Casey would know exactly what 3 shops I was talking about on how unprofessional they are and how they go about everything in the wrong manner.
But do you think shops are unprofessional at first in the beginning so they can learn how to do their stuff? Or are they just always unprofessional?
I think they start out doing things the right way. Or at least taking care of the animals in the right way so they can build their own name. And then they slowly just get bigger and bigger. And then cages become smaller and smaller. And displays get smaller and smaller and prices go up.
Hold on, Eden. We're going to touch on that subject too because you done opened a can of worms with that one. That one, the comment she just made.
Oh, okay.
He just made. Sorry, my bad. It's 2022. I'm going to get crucified for that shit. Before we're monetized.
All right. I'm still listening. I'm shutting my camera off because I'm wearing thermals and it's 82 degrees in this room. I'm dying.
All right, go ahead, brother.
Come on, bro. We'll switch this over to OnlyFans right now. OnlyFans. Let's go.
Right. OnlyFans. Let's get it. I do. It's on. I have one on Instagram already. But you don't even know my name on Instagram for that one.
Oh, look at you. Anyways,
we're about to find it now, Chris. Somebody in the chat's already looking for it now.
Good luck.
Hell, I'm about to pull out my second phone just to find it, so we can make it a family affair.
Yeah, okay. They're supposed to think as poisonous snakes. Yeah, I know. Poisonous, venomous. Oh, we actually got into that the other night. What was that question, Levi?
Time out. There is poisonous snakes in the world. The big difference here, a poisonous snake secretes poison and it's ingested through your skin, mouth, eyes. It's ingested.
Like spitting cobra, right?
Yeah. No. That's the one that's going to break the rule because that's still venom because it's fucking Christ. Where's Eric? Because Eric explained this once. Anyways.
I mean, do you want me to keep it? I've got 3 spitting cobras in this room.
But that's still technically venom, though, right? Okay,
yes.
Yeah.
See?
So it is.
I'm going to find it.
Okay. Look at it. You can drink venom. You can drink venom and be 100% okay. You cannot drink poison. Venom is just proteins that your body naturally breaks down and through your digestive system.
Okay.
Like, I will milk a cobra right now and drink the venom.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, no, it tastes like shit and I don't want to, but you can.
I mean, but that would be pretty awesome. Can I see?
No,
I'm joking, bro. I don't like you doing that shit.
Just in case I have a cut somewhere that I don't know about.
Y'all can save this weird shit for OnlyFans. Anyways, Chris, to answer your question, most shops do start out professionally. Yeah. Regardless, in my opinion, a shop needs to start professionally and they need to maintain professionalism because for whatever reason, they're put on a pillar. When people start out, they say, oh, I heard from the shop. Oh, I go to my shop and I listen to this shop specifically. And then come to find out that shop in specific doesn't know what they're talking about. They're the ones that are feeding misinformation. But for some odd reason in this hobby, they're put on a pedestal. They're made a pillar in the game. And in all honesty, there are 2 shops I could think of right now that if a brand new reptile enthusiast, keeper, or breeder came to me, it was like, hey, I want to go to a shop for whatever reason. I want to pick an animal. And I want to listen to that shop for the rest of the time I keep reptiles. I would point them in the direction of 2 shops. Because both of those shops maintain professionalism. They maintain clean cages. They maintain animal care. They maintain all of it. And I stand behind both of those shops 100%. I'm not here to name shops. I'm not here to roll shops. I'm not here to praise shops.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to just get opinions.
Yeah, that's why I didn't
definitely
name. That's why me or Casey did not name the 3 that I was talking about, because she knows exactly which ones they are.
And here, let's tether Eden's comment in about wild-caught captive bred.
Okay.
The 2 shops in specific that I'm talking about, anybody Arizona peeps wise, you're going to know it's the 2 exact shops that I'm talking about. One shop does a lot of importation. They do a lot of wild-caught animals. But the thing about that shop is they tell you that animal's wild-caught, and they'll educate you on how to keep it. They give you a life guarantee. I can't remember the exact time frame that the guarantee is valid for, but it's from the time that the animal leaves the facility. It's not from the time that the animal is brought into the store. It's from the time that you take it from their care into yours. The other shop that I'm talking about does nothing but captive bred. They refuse to do wild-caught. Not that they have anything bad to say about wild-caught. There's a place for wild-caught in the industry. There's also a place for captive bred. Both have great selling points. It's not a matter of which one's more important. It's a matter of dealer's choice, in my opinion. Do you want to work with wild-caught animals? I work with wild-caught animals. Darian does. The one shop in specific that I'm listing does. And the reason is, for me, is A, to bring in new bloodlines. B, I like working with wild animals because I get to see them coming from the wild into captivity. Some people say it's cruel. I beg to differ. We'll get into that at a different time. I want to start an F1 line. I want to start my own wild-caught line of gopher snakes to, again, work on this, preserving the wild species out there so we don't have to take as many. For every captive bred I sell, that's one wild-caught that doesn't need to be sold. But then again, on the flip side, on the other side of that token, I'm all about some captive bred too. I bought a Honduran milk snake from that shop in specific because I wanted an animal that I almost guarantee, I say almost, I'm very specific about that word here, almost guaranteed that animal's going to have no health issues. I don't have to worry about parasites. I don't have to worry about the stresses of it going from wild to captivity. I don't have to worry about a lot of the wild behaviors that come with a wild-caught animal. I chose that one in specific. And that one's partner will be a captive-bred Honduran milk snake, so I can say I have a captive-bred line.
That's a question for you, Levi.
We're thinking of getting a couple of imports. Any thoughts? Well, it depends on the import. What animal are you guys going to get that's being imported? Where is it being imported from?
I was going to say, because I've got wild-caught imports as well, and I have them in the same room with my captive breds, and I've never had any problems. Granted, I did quarantine them first, but they're actually some of my health, they do great in captivity, or my snakes do. Never had any eating problems. I've only got a shedding problem out of the one forest cobra right now. That's just because she's still acclimating to being in captivity. She's not super active like the rest of them yet. She'll get there.
And why import?
Is that directed at me or Sea of Serpents?
Yeah, well, I'm asking both of you. Why? Don't imports come with could come with what are they called?
Parasites, viruses,
parasites,
diseases,
yeah, and all that
viruses. Stuff. They can come. Yeah. There is always, that's even a chance with your captive breds from breeders you don't know. You don't know what's already in their collection. Hell, if one snake has worms, that can spread just as bad as mites sometimes. And then if there's Nido or something else, you never know what is actually in their collection that you're buying from.
Oh, there goes the neighborhood. Welcome in, Hutch.
Right. What's up,
Hutch? Man? What's up?
Talking about imports. Why imports?
Oh, I was
compared to captive bred?
Imports versus captive bred. So, Chris, you asked me why imports.
So, man,
It depends on the situation. There's multiple justifiable reasons to bring in imports. So, we'll use the most popular snake out of all of them in the entire game, a ball python, right?
okay.
Oh, there's tons of captive bred ball pythons, right? I could just go to Canova and get whatever ball python, whatever genetic I want, right? There's a lot of truth to that, and there's a lot of justification. But at the same time, how many times has that animal been line bred? How diluted is that blood? So one of the purposes in imports is to bring in new blood. The other one is to discover new genetics. So you get down like clown pied Enchi, right? 3 of the most popular genetics I could think of off the top of my head. No, I'm not ranking. I don't want to hear nothing out of you ball python keepers. Some of those lines are 15, 16, 17 line breds deep. When are we eventually going to see neurological issues? When are we going to see spinal defects, organ defects from being line bred? I mean, Hutch is on the panel, so I guess it's not an if, it's a when, right? When we're going to see some of these defects pop up, so you bring in new blood. That's one justifiable reason. Another one is to start an F1 line, right? So you go out like I did. I have a male and I have a female gopher snake. Both of them are wild caught animals. My goal is to start an F1 line to be able to offer the gopher snake up to the local community, following Arizona guidelines, of course, to prevent somebody from going, hey, I want a gopher snake. I'm going to go catch one. Hey, don't do that. I have captive breds. Here's the justifiable reason to get a captive bred versus an import. There's 2 just right off the top of my head, and the list goes on and on and on. Some animals just aren't available. They're not available captive bred, so you have to get them import.
And Eden, I know what you're talking about. We'll get back to that later.
Hold on, what he said? God damn it, I did it again.
Yeah, I read that too, Chris.
I've seen videos on that and a lot of stuff about that as well. So, but Stan says
never had a problem, but I've seen a lot of problems.
Oh, dude, there's a lot of problems there. The way they care for their animals, for one, they underfeed their animals, or they ship them like. If it's a big one, they ship it in small containers. Like people have opened them up, crushed up. It's crazy.
I mean, the one I've ordered from them twice. Once had no problems. Once had a problem that was caused at the airport, not them directly. So, now, actually, this snake came from them.
From underground?
Yep, this one did.
I hear they sell their animals sick too. That's another thing I heard.
He didn't come sick. He's just got eating problems more than anything. He'll go.
What's up, Jay?
He'll go a month without eating, and then he'll eat for a month, pretty solidly for a month, and then not eat for a month. He's weird.
What's up, Gage?
Yo, what up, Gage? What's up, Mr. J?
So, can I check the panel real quick, Chris? Respectfully. Does anybody here in the comments or anybody on the panel have actual evidence that Underground Reptiles is doing this?
There's evidence floating around, yes. They got videos. They got even somebody working there sending videos. Okay. They're on YouTube, bro, already.
Okay.
Yeah, from what I heard, there's a lot of whistleblowers there, man.
Good. That's what we need. Cool. I just want to make sure. You know, we were talking about it on the last live or the live previous to that about bashing breeders and other people in the community unjustifiably. But if it's justifiable, absolutely.
The problem with it is everybody knows underground is shit. I've been since I started breeding. It's years and years, but people still fucking order animals from these clowns, man. And that's the problem. That's the problem. They won't stop because they're having income from this. So as long as the income is still flowing, man, they're gonna keep doing what they're doing.
The only reason I ever ordered from them to begin with was because they had 2 species that are not commonly available through captive bred, but they had imports.
I've seen it. I've seen underground reptiles have a couple of coluber species that I've been trying to get my hands on, but I won't do it.
Yeah, I ordered a breeding pair of Egyptian cobras from them. Never had a problem with them, but other than that one right there that has an eating problem, which
I feel like
that didn't start for over 6 months after I got them. So
yeah, I feel like with the venomous side of it, they're not breeding them fucking things. They're getting them right off the ship and selling them as soon as they get them. So you're basically getting wild caught that, you know, they've only been out of their environment for like a month or two. So they're not going to be as in bad shape as the animals they are breeding over there.
Well, and that is another perk of buying wild caught, is generally wild caughts are already in a naturally healthy shape.
Right. You just got to worry about the minor mites here and there.
But the problem with buying like recent imports is stress. You rip them from their home, you put them on an airplane overseas, they get kept in tubs or deli cups for days, weeks, whatever, and then they get shipped off again, and then they get shipped off again. So you're getting a snake that hasn't actually been in any kind of environment for 1 week to 2 months, and expect it to just like bounce into a normal captive bred attitude.
I guess to add on as an educational fact to working with imports, see, if you're going to do imports, do your research on imports. Understand what you're getting into, understand what you're working with. And Quentin brings up the strongest point. A lot of people get wild caught animals, whether they know or they don't know. And sometimes it's just general ignorance. It's true, genuine ignorance, just not knowing any better. People buy an import. They think, oh, you know, they see like, I don't know, I bust out a captive bred corn snake, right? I'm just playing with it, doing my thing. They think, oh, you can just bust out the animal after you get it, right? Play with it, mess with it. You're furthermore adding on to the stress of an import that's already stressed to the maximum level. So even more stress is going to cause even more health issues, if not death.
And more importantly than just doing your research on buying wild caught imports, do your research on the individual species on how they deal with getting imported. Because I can get imported cobras all day long and they will do better than imported baboon vipers. Like, they just stress out differently. Some snakes will actually die from stress alone, whereas some just kind of say fuck it and deal with it for a while.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, that's another
One day, Stan.
Add on to that, when you're buying an import, make sure you're buying an import that meets your skill set. You know, do your research on the animal, and
get off the couch.
Lean towards the hardy
species
species
first.
I would definitely start, if you're going to start with imports, start with a forgiving animal, but one that does deal with stress well, that does deal with the relocations, the handling, the checking for mites, the
John?
introduction of what's the word I'm looking for? Anti-parasites.
And deworming an import is, you can't really give them too much of certain dewormers. So it's always a good step to just go ahead and give it that dewormer.
Even
before you hurt it, you would have to quadruple the dosage, like, before it actually hurts it if you use Panacure.
I've been told to do that with captive bred animals just because so many people touch them.
I do it with literally every snake I buy. It does not matter if it's a 5-month-old baby or an 11-year-old captive.
Oh, hey, who let this guy in?
Who let you in? I don't see your picture on the flyer.
Well, we have the fucking.
I don't need my picture on the flyer.
That's exactly right. So why
we started a debate with about a bunch of shit right now. So
I'm hearing a whole bunch of import. What I miss? Who importing what?
Hold on, let me pass there enough. All right, so it
started about the education of getting imported animals, teaching people how to not deal with them.
Darren's got to read it from the jump though, because this is one of the bigger opinions I want. So first controversial question was, is it time to do away with some, most of, all, or none of the reptile shops?
That's a good question for Hutch too.
Yeah, what the fuck do you mean? What do you mean, assholes?
Reptile shops.
Yeah, like,
and this is a very open
like
question.
exotic
There's no
stores.
bias. There's no bias to any shop in specific. It's just a very controversial question.
I believe there should be a set standard for exotic animal shops. Now, I won't just keep it at reptile. I mean exotic animal, bird.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's what Kurt said.
There should be a set standard. If you can't reach that standard, then get out of here.
All right, so
it should definitely be a higher standard than normal pet stores.
no. Let's cut the bullshit. So
Yeah,
if you're going after pet stores, then it should be the same standards as people breeding it in their basement. What's the difference between a person that can afford to rent a pet store versus someone doing it out of their basement? Just because I can afford something, a different facility doesn't mean that I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing,
Oh, no, I mean in the quality of animal. I mean, I'll take for a shop local. I'm thinking shop. I'm thinking of a shop in particular, and my boy up top knows exactly who I'm thinking of. You go into this shop, it reeks of death. There's dead animals in the case. There's fucking mites infested snakes all over the fucking place. Mite reptile or like lizards. Bro, that shop needed to be shut down years ago.
Well, yeah, I like on a general basis, not one exclude like the extreme examples, just
no, that's not just one, dude. There's another one just like it that should have been shut down, or actually did just get shut down finally, and dude got shut down because under prosecution because he's every animal was on display was either super underweight or just got off of the shipment of import and either or was dying in the enclosures. They were sick because they had parasites. They didn't go through the proper chain. There was no quarantine when you got them. I mean, and that's shops all over the place, man. I sell to 18, 19 stores U.S. wide. So I deal with different shops in different states. I talk to them, video call with them, stuff like that. I see their standards. And I see other videos there's one that was just on Instagram for a while, and then he got called out on his bullshit, and he deleted his Instagram quicker than shit because he knew that he was in the wrong. So that's why I say there should be a higher standard of keeping your animals. Now, I'm not saying but one single ball python needs a 40-gallon tank.
Right? No,
that's not what I'm saying. But if your animal is not up to health, whether the proper quarantine, whether, things like that, and also wild caughts are not labeled wild caught in stores. I mean, there's a store out here in Arizona that just started stating that they're not going to get wild caught.
That's right, Hutch. Click off, Levi.
Look, that's what Levi looked like up there, sitting there.
And to go back to the same topic, basement breeders should be kept to a higher standard as well.
Yeah, because if that's what we're shooting for,
there's just no way to regulate us.
Right, that's what I'm saying, man. It's it's kind of a goofy situation.
There's no way to regulate us unless we all went out and got LLCs or started a company with it. Which, how many of us actually have a fucking LLC in our name for breeding?
I'm working on it.
You'd be silly not to have one there. It's like $100 and it saves your fucking life, man.
Yeah, it does. Seriously, it does.
Hold on, Hutch, I got a question for you.
Shoot away, bud.
Bro, why you up here looking like a ginger wish version of Mac Miller?
Damn.
I'm serious.
Damn.
Sorry. Anyways, moving on.
But
I mean, that's kind of a compliment. Mac Miller was a fucking G.
Right,
yeah,
back at
wish version of it.
Better than looking like Lou Ferrigno's left nut.
Shit. Touche. Anyways, back to the professionalism.
Yeah, no, I just think like, man, it's if you have a pet shop and you're selling like good quality animals and all your shit is clean and you know the animals are healthy and happy, you're gonna make more profit than some shitbag selling douchebag animals. And
100%.
And I do believe that Morph Market should like apply some sort of like quality check on, because you're telling me like my high quality stuff is selling the same amount as some fucking like just dirtbag goddamn dude putting their shit up there that their animals look like trash, man. But it's the same genetic. They're just breeding a shitty line of it. And I think that's the biggest problem, man. The morph market is oversaturated.
That opens a whole new world of a conversation too, because like, you know, I've been doing this 17 years. I put something on there, it's on market value. But you know, you say Kabelka throws that same snake on there, he's adding an extra $50 to $100 on that animal because you're buying name.
I'm not even talking about name, bro. I'm talking about like
I know, but I'm just saying like that's on par with that though.
Right.
It's quality because it comes from a larger name. And not saying all large names are great people. I mean, there's various people that have a big name that, you know, aren't the best.
You can look it up for your state, and there should be a state-sanctioned website or something to start one.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's like, you know,
for you as well.
If you spend
cheap and easy.
So let's say you buy
they're like $60 to $100 or something like that.
Who's
Depends on your state.
Who's a big name? Ozzie Boyd. So you go to Ozzie, right? You spend 10 grand on an animal, on a male ball python, right? And then you spend another 10 grand on a female ball python to make some bomb ass shit. You know, let's just say single gene, just to make it easy. Fuck it, I like pinstripe, so let's just say there was a new line of pinstripe. So I buy the $20,000 worth of snake, right? And some asshole spends $10K on a snake and then gets one from PetSmart for $100, and they're breeding low quality stuff, but it's still going for the same amount as what my shit is going for. So that's I feel like that's just like they need to apply some sort of quality, because the market is so saturated on morph market, it's ridiculous, of like really low quality animals.
Yeah, see, I'll be honest with you. I think I might be the only person on here who isn't even on Morph Market. I've got an account with them, but I don't even use it. Dude, my stuff sells way too fast to be throwing it up on Morph Market.
Oh yeah, I don't sell on Morph Market. I go look at face value. That's it.
If anything on Morph Market, I just use the calculator.
Yeah, so for like the LLC is normally you got to push it through like your state and stuff, and there's like a big packet of paperwork and shit, and it takes about 3 months.
Can I add something to the LLC?
Oh God.
So before everyone goes and jumps into this and goes and gets an LLC tomorrow, time out. Hold on. We're about to bring some business aspect into this too.
Oh, you want to go to business? All right, we'll start the business. Go get me my coffee. We'll talk about business.
I like it black.
Anyways, make sure your timing is correct before you. This is just a general statement. I don't know. I'm sure Hutch could follow us up and get real in depth. But before you go jumping headfirst into getting an LLC, make sure your timing's correct. You have a window where you can take a loss and it can come out of your taxes and blah, 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 blah. Make sure you time that correctly. Don't go out getting an LLC because some person, not just us on the panel, you heard that some person on YouTube or some person on Facebook did it. Make sure your timings are correct. Make sure you have a business plan. The thing that we get away from the most in this industry is not making business moves correctly. We go head in, we make a huge investment. People think they're going to make this investment back super quick, that things happen overnight, and people mistime things. The list goes on and on. That's a whole subject by itself, but do your research on being a business too.
Right. Yep. You're correct, because You have about, they say 5 years, but they'll start looking at all your paperwork around 4 years as an exotic breeder and stuff like that. If you don't bring in a certain amount, like say you spent, okay, I claim X amount of money on my taxes because it's a business write-off and all that. They're going to start looking at that, and then like your profits, if your net profits aren't coming in correctly, they're going to downgrade your LLC to a hobbyist, and you'll lose everything, man. And you'll have to pay back all that fucking money that you got. So
Man,
you got to be super careful on how you do that shit. You got to make sure you're going to be making profit and everything right off rip, or don't claim anything. It's
and
best.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, it's honestly, it's if you got this idea of like, get the LLC and just start writing I bought racks and everything, don't do that. Don't fucking do that.
I waited till I already had all my animals and everything like that before I ever got my LLC. I waited till I already had animals that were ready to breed or breeding. That way, and then just wrote off a certain amount. Yeah. I didn't do right off the rip and then write everything off. No, fuck that. Because if I messed something up, that was a lot of money that was going to come out of my pocket later when I probably don't have it.
Yeah. Uncle Sam will come for his money.
Absolutely. And
yeah.
I would like to make.
I think I had 150 animals when I made my LLC, and there was 150 ready to breed pairs. Every animal I had was adult and had partners.
I just want to touch on something real quick for just to justify what we do. This is what separates us from the breeders that we constantly talk about wanting to make a difference from. So 2 big names that come to mind that do similar things, but they don't have enough time to touch on it in depth like we do, would be Justin Canova and Ozzy Boyd. You mentioned them already. I'll mention them again. Talking about starting up the business side of this, a lot of these big time breeders that are huge and successful aren't going to tell you, hey, slow down, pump your brakes. Don't make that $100,000 investment right away thinking you're going to make $300,000 overnight. Us knowing this from either mentors or other big breeders that have actually taken the time to tell us, we're going to take that, we're going to spew that out now for anybody that's getting into this. Don't make the mistakes that we've seen others make. Darian, Chris, Quentin, Hutch, I'm sure you can verify it. You've seen how many people come and go since you've been in this industry. They come in guns a-blazing. They think they're the next big thing.
The biggest thing that people come into this thinking is they're gonna make money, and it's like as if like reptiles are a get rich quick scheme.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand, to make money breeding, your first year, you're going to dump tens of thousands of dollars in trying to get everything. I've got one buddy who just started breeding and keeping venomous 9 months ago. He now has $37,000 in venomous snakes alone, not including enclosures and everything like that. He runs 2 major venomous Facebook pages, and he jumped in head first. Already has his LLC, already has this, that, and the other. And I'm pretty sure he fucked himself, but I guess we'll see once babies come.
See, I told everybody, dude, it's if you're gonna do this and you're gonna jump into this as a business, you want to breed, you want to do everything, you're not gonna see an investment you're not gonna see a profit within 5 years. I mean, it's simple as that. You got to be within 5 years. You're buying all these snakes.
And it depends on what you
now
buy.
you need to fatten them up. You need to buy all the racks. Incubator racks, whole 9 yards. You got to invest all this money into it. I don't care what you get. Quality in, quality out. If you're just investing and buying all this fucking little things, pastels, albino, all this other stuff, then you're not going to see an investment for much longer. You know, it's quality in, quality out. So if you're buying larger end morphs and you start using those from the beginning, then you may see a return a little faster than 5 years. But for the average person, you're looking at about 5 years before I mean, you got to think rats, water, food, equipment, time, everything into these animals.
Goddamn electric bill.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like,
Yeah, let's just say I haven't even opened the doors. I haven't even got a facility yet, right? We're back and forth with our person that's doing all that shit for us, and I'm already 15 grand deep already, and that's out of my pocket.
I was told for me to build, because I'm gonna buy land and build a whole facility and do this. I was told it was gonna be at $520,000 for the dimensions and everything I wanted to buy the 15 to 20 acres and build the building what size and dimensions I wanted.
Bro, where are you getting land that cheap at, man?
Yeah, for real though.
The land wasn't the cheap part. I got cheap labor on the building.
Cheap labor? What'd you do? Hire Mexicans?
Yeah, when are you gonna come build it?
I don't know, man.
I wanna oppose.
I didn't hear any alcohol involved, so I don't know if I'm coming.
Tonight we've kind of based around controversy. So Boza, I am going to fully oppose you on that statement. You do not have to love this to do this. And I know a big time breeder here in Arizona that's going to be just as big as some of the other breeders that does not love this hobby at all. He doesn't love the animals.
I don't know exactly who the hell you're talking about. What big name breeder do you know personally?
For real.
Who
Have
do
you talked to him about me?
Really, Darian, really. I don't know a big time breeder here in Arizona because you know him too.
I know him too. Ooh.
Oh, okay. You know who I'm talking about then.
He's speaking about Chucky.
No. Chucky loves this shit.
I also
Oh no, I thought he was I was laughing because I thought you
of
said he was a big time breeder.
that don't care
You
about
left.
they don't love the animals, they don't love the hobby industry, whatever you feel like calling it.
But he's successful. Very successful.
Oh, wait, are you talking about dude that came from Cali and started to? Okay, never mind.
It's one of the brothers.
Oh,
I'm not going to
The
say his
little one?
name. Yes.
The
I'm not
little
going
one?
to say his name. I'm not going to say his business name because I almost feel
No,
like I'm rolling him
saying
under
the
bus.
little one or the bigger one?
The little one.
Oh,
There's the line.
But
fuck the little one.
he
See, look
can't
at-
tell
look
me
how-
he's not a big time breeder.
I can.
So look at how many some of these people are. They're like 2 years in. I'm 2 years in and still a long way to even seeing profit. And then Fry's like, I'm 7 years into this, and only this year did we breed first clusters. Wasn't that start hop, but highs and lows.
Yep.
See, I feel like
Before.
if you're trying to rely mainly on your own breeding, then you're not going to be very profitable right off rip, man. That's why you see me on auctions buying fucking everything, dude. Every snake I can, man.
There's an
shipments
auction
coming
Saturday.
in. Oh yeah, on TNT.
No, on
Oh.
my channel on YouTube for USR
okay.
Florida.
But real
We've
quick, I
got
want to finish
boas.
that one.
Bro,
Yeah.
But before I even I started looking into my LLC when I started, and they're like, no, somebody in the reptile community told me to wait till I make at least 50 grand. Like if I'm making 50
That's
grand
silly.
constantly, then
Yep.
that's when I should do it.
100%.
That's silly.
You
That
should
is
be
100% silly. Absolutely incorrect.
No, I don't think you should be.
If you're only producing 10 clutches and under, there's no reason to have an LLC.
There's always a reason to have an
everything ready to
LLC.
go at a minimum. Not necessarily making a profit that big, but you should already have your racks, your cages, your animals. Don't buy all that after the LLC.
The reason why you should have an LLC is in the name LLC, limited liability company. If you're making 50 grand profits, or you're making 50 grand, right? There's so much that could go wrong within that 50 grand if you don't have an LLC, you're gonna get fucked. They can sue you for basically anything, and that's why the LLC comes into play. If you're making $5 a year off the shit, you know that one sale a year that LLC will save you from could cost you your life basically. LLCs are highly important when you're selling stuff. Anything, man. You got a towing company, get you a fucking LLC. You know, you do nails in your basement, you get LLC, bro. You give someone a hangnail, they sue your ass. Boom. Like fuck, should have got an LLC. Anything that you do that brings in money, you should have an LLC for.
Yeah, you should have. The way I looked at it was you should have your racks, your animals, your food supply, everything like that ready to go to breed and sell. Get the LLC right before before you can. Especially with my
Oh yeah, once you start producing those, dude, you're set.
Yeah, like I was solely breeding venomous, so anybody who even came into that room was automatically in my business. So I had to have it once I started breeding. Otherwise, I was just gonna fuck myself.
Here's another big question, Hutch, and this one's specifically directed at you because I already know the answer. Are your animals insured?
The fuck no. What do you mean insured? You can't insure animals.
I have all my snakes listed under my homeowner's insurance.
Oh, well, maybe in your area, but it doesn't really work that way.
I think that's different in certain areas.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, because
In some states, you can have your animals insured and everything if you're running a business like this. I know a few people that have, just in case there's, say, a malfunction in your rack and everything goes ablaze.
Yep.
Your heat or your freaking heat tape goes too much and ends up catching a fire. Your rack's too close to the wall, melts the tub, gets too hot. Whatever the case may be, I've seen it time and time again where people lose their freaking houses just because of a light bulb busting over some freaking what was it? The last recent one I saw was a light bulb busted over some dried hay over some sulcatas and caught the backside of their house on fire, and then it just took over from there. Once it hit the insulation in the roof, it was donezo.
See, everybody gets infatuated with the big successes, and you know we got to shout out Patrick on this one because Patrick's constantly pushing this. For all the big, huge success that you can taste, there's a lot of risk, there's a lot of reward. One of the biggest risks that I've seen, and I wanted to bring up because we're talking about LLCs, and Hutch kind of triggered the thought process with protecting yourself. You put $200,000 worth of snakes in your house, in your business, wherever they are. Tomorrow, poof, a fire happens. Tomorrow, a hurricane happens. Tomorrow, a tornado happens. Your $200,000, if it's not insured and protected, that's $200,000 down the drain. You're back to square nothing. Not even square one, square nothing. You have nothing at that point. So as high of a reward, there's just as high of a risk. And make sure you guys are protecting yourselves. I didn't realize that traveled from different areas. I mean, I could call my insurance company and have them listed too as personal property.
Right, yeah. I just looked it up in New Hampshire. They don't cover pre-existing conditions, exotic animals, and DNA testing.
DNA testing.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess I would fall under the category of like cats and dogs doing DNA tests. But yeah, so in New Hampshire they don't.
Oh, I was thinking you're not the father type thing, but he's over here cats and dogs.
No, man. Obviously, I looked up the animal policy in the state.
That, or it's or they mean it for exotic birds. That's how they sex them.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, so that's why I was like, I've never heard of insuring your. I wonder how do they do it? Do you list the pricing, or how would they go about like reimbursement if you lost your animals?
I would have to submit invoices. So anytime I buy an animal, I try to get an invoice or I make an invoice.
Okay, gotcha.
I work
So
in the
you-
auto. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good.
So I work in the auto body industry. So insurance is one thing I do understand pretty well. As far as vehicles go, I understand home and property pretty well because I got a lot of friends that are agents. But what made me trigger it is the three biggest things that we invest throughout our lives are our house, our car, and our lives. But nobody thinks to insure this goes past animals, but to insure your firearms. There are guns out there that are stolen that are worth hundreds, if not millions of dollars. Your watch. People fucking wear expensive watches. Your dog. Some dogs are worth stupid money. I actually know the front desk for my last body shop. All of her dogs are listed under her insurance policy because a fire happened right next to her house, and she was almost victim of it. That's another thing to account for. The fires, the tragedies don't have to happen at home. They can happen next to you. You got to account for. You got to try to see the unseen. Try to predict, what can and can't go wrong. But it's just a solid point, like let's think like Canova's collection. Can we even put a number on that?
$10 right now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like shit. I bred this normal to normal, but you know what? It was an extra spicy normal, so I was gonna sell it for 1.5 million. You guys gonna pay me out? Like,
It was what we call a super normal.
But now,
Yeah.
another thing that you could do, right? All right. So, one way insurance works. So, you have an item that's loosely based on market value, what they believe to be market value. Way back about 10 years ago, the market really, there was no market to base it off of. So, yeah, the insurance companies would probably be like, it's a tough one. If they pay you out, cool. If they don't, well, there's nothing to base it off of. What you could do, right? Let's say I get all these animals listed, my house goes up in fire. They go, hey, what were the value of those animals? Morph market. It's the same way that they work on. Well, I'm going to use my favorite car, what I specialize in the most, and what I know. And I specialize in these cars, and I know a lot more than most people do. Teslas, right? We're going to take a 2022 Tesla Model S Plaid. Comes into the shop, it's a potential total loss. The insurance company goes, hey, there's not enough in Arizona. There's not a market to base them off of right now. So what they do, just like we would with Morph Market, they go, hey, what does California look like? What is MSRP over there? What is, okay, so this Plaid's going for this dollar amount. You can base it off of other things. So there is a way to present without an invoice or an actual physical cost based on facts from hearsay. You can go off of market value. So like a albino corn snake, okay, jump on Morph Market, pick out the highest, the lowest, come up with somewhere in the middle, for example.
right.
So, back to this LLC thing. So, if a snake bites you and the guy wants to sue you, how does that work out?
You can't. That's what the LLC is there for, If like say you got a store and you don't have an LLC, right? Or if someone comes over to your house to check out a snake and that snake bites you, right? So I mean, you don't per se take the hit, but your insurance does. Like if you have the LLC, it's almost like hey, there's a possibility you get bit, and if you get bit, you can't sue me, and that's what the LLC will protect you.
So, there's a shop here in Texas that has waivers. So, you sign the waiver saying it states too, if the snake bites you, that's on you because you want to hold the snake.
Right.
You're getting so deep into legal shit with that.
So with that, like, that paper, just because they sign a paper, it has no like legal backing. If they don't have an LLC, it has no weight to it.
Yeah.
But if you have the LLC and you have someone sign a paper like that, there's fucking absolutely nothing they can do.
Which is exactly why I have those waivers. They're in the other room somewhere.
Shit, we going from topic to topic real quick.
Oh, you want to know if a store has an LLC? Hold that snake and let them bite you. And if that person is watching, they start panicking, them bitches don't have a LLC.
And they
100% guaranteed.
I think that's why PetSmart doesn't let you hold the snakes. That's why it says we'll get them out.
Dude, that's a
Oh,
multi-billion-dollar
yeah,
operation.
yeah.
They're higher than an LLC. They've got so many things to protect them.
Well,
But hold on, I want to address far out real quick. So yes, animal prices vary from state to state. We're gonna get a little bit. We're touching on everything tonight. Damn, it's just lit. Now we're talking economics. I mean, so it's the same. It would be the same concept of the. I'll refer it back to the Teslas. So if I go to California's market, I can go get a plaid for I don't know. Let's say $200,000, and this is relatively in the range, the full loaded whatever. I come back to Arizona, different economy, different inflations, different everything. I could probably get one for like 140 fully loaded. It just depends on what the market is, what the inflation, what the cost of living is in the market that you're buying the animal. Like, where are you at, Hutch?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, I'm sure your cost of living is probably lower than mine. So I could probably buy a high-end ball python for a lesser cost from Hutch's state than I would mine, just based on the cost of living and the monies and blah, blah, blah. I actually know people that travel out of this state to go to a different state to buy cars, bring them back here and sell them at
no sales tax, baby.
I never heard of people in different states to buy cars. What the heck?
Yeah, man, we got people from Massachusetts that drive up and buy cars all the time because we're sales tax free.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow,
That's why. It's to buy cars too.
Well, Chris, think about what I just said, right?
And
so
the
you
whole
come
animal
to
price varying. It kind of depends on what animal too.
yeah.
Because there's certain species that's just like across the board. It's going to be mostly your overpopulated or flooded animals like ball pythons, leopard geckos, bearded dragons. It's going to be a lot of the more common snakes than some of the harder to get.
To follow up on you, Chris, think about it, right? So I live in California. That Model S is $200,000. Why would I pay $200,000 when I can drive 8 hours to Arizona, pick one up for $140,000, turn around, list it at $200,000 in California, and make a $60,000 profit?
I see what you're saying.
Buy low, sell high. Capitalism at its finest.
That sounds like just wholesale to me, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that what they're doing now with reptiles? Wholesaling?
that's exactly what we do now. I deal with two different wholesalers, and importers and shit, dude. That's
Darian, you are my wholesaler.
I know for real.
What the hell?
We do far out here in Arizona. We're starting to mimic y'all, big time.
What?
So
Speaking of which, Darian,
taxes varying from city to city. So if you go to Mesa, the tax is super low as compared to buying something in Phoenix.
I feel like that's backwards.
Not in the slightest. I have invoices I could show you, like factual proof on that.
Pixar didn't happen.
That's the nice thing about New Hampshire. They don't fuck around. Only with cigarettes. They be clowning with cigarettes. Like I can drive 15 minutes north, and a pack of cigarettes is like $4. I go close to the Massachusetts border, man, it's just like $6-7 because they down in Mass are like 13. So all the Mass people drive up here and buy cartons of the shit. So any store near like Massachusetts, they be jacking the fucking prices up. But other than that, man, New Hampshire is the greatest state.
Oh yeah, definitely. Tax in LA? Shit. That's for damn sure. Taxes are too high out there.
Anyways, Quentin, what were you saying?
I told Darian that I need some animals at a wholesale price. But I can't. We're not talking about that on live.
Got you. I already know where we at.
Shit,
Yes,
why not?
Damn, we done fucking covered a bunch of shit.
So wait,
Yeah,
what?
now I'm tired as fuck. This has been mentally exhausting trying to keep up with everything.
Oh man, we're just getting started.
That's right.
Nah, man, I bought that battle pass. I need you to carry me on Fortnite. I need more stars.
Say no more.
Right? How we go to reptiles and take Fortnite?
Well. Did Levi say no more with his like average 1 kill every game?
Shit. Hey, I don't even know the guy that well, but you can't be saying shit like that. Every game I play with him, he carried the whole fucking team.
What the hell? He got hacks now?
Man, this guy
Boy, be
kill
changing
everybody.
overnight.
This guy kill everybody, and Chris comes up randomly and kills that one random kill that comes in clutch.
Chris be stealing kills, bro.
Bro, last night I was on fire. You can ask Levi. I was on.
Yeah,
I don't know
last
why.
I've been running solo 0 builds. I'm running like almost 19 kills a game, dude. Then you always get that one dude just hiding in a bush.
I hate bush campers.
Yeah, see, I drive to Mexico. I go down there to get cheap soda. Mexico soda's good.
Yo, come on.
I was waiting for something completely different. He's all just going for soda.
Well, because they're talking about I
Yeah,
drive
for
to nearby
real.
cities to buy stuff for cheap. I mean, Mexico's pretty cheap.
Damn, dude.
Hey, how far do you live from Lubbock?
5 hours.
5 hours, damn.
Yeah, it's just same distance as Dallas. But if I'm in Dallas, it's like 3 hours.
Oh, well, yeah. Man, we used to party down in Lubbock all the time.
Where at D-Rod's or at Earl?
Like the college town, I don't know.
Oh, but yeah, D-Rod and Earl live in Lubbock, I think.
We used to we always get tickets to the Texas A&M because I was stationed in Clovis, New Mexico. So we get tickets to Texas A&M because that was the only thing to do is drive all the way to fucking Texas to go party. They had like 2 nightclubs in Clovis, New Mexico.
I do all the time in mobile.
Bro, I hear the clubs in Mexico are bad though. Like they try to get you drunk, take you home, do things.
No, New Mexico, man.
Oh, New Mexico.
Yeah.
They
I was like, damn.
start
Right.
getting you drunk, take you home. This dude's all going down a list. He's like, I want to come.
I just hear stories, bro. I hear stories from my cousin. Like,
Nah,
goes down to Mexico all the time.
bro. So New Mexico, I'm gonna tell you some funny shit, man. So I went from Germany to New Mexico, right? So in Germany, man, there's nightclubs everywhere, and it's the craziest shit you ever seen. Like 3- and 4-story buildings of just pure craziness. And so that's what I was used to for 2 years, right? And I transferred to New Mexico, and the guys there were like, "Yeah, man, we're gonna go to Club B's," and I was like, "All right, cool, bro." Club B's was fucking Applebee's, man. Applebee's. And it was so sketchy, dude, because you got like people on one side grinding on each other and drinking like crazy, and then you just like look over and there's like a family of 4 with like 10-year-olds eating fucking dinner, bro. It was so sketchy, man.
The fuck?
If only Applebee's were like that here.
Nah, bro, you don't want it. You don't want it.
So much more entertaining.
Bro,
I
here
travel for
Applebee's
work,
is only
so I
good
get,
for drinks.
Bro, I ain't been to Applebee's in like 7 years, bro. But apparently I'm missing out.
Yo, go to New Mexico. You gotta go to New Mexico. Club B's, bro. I'm sitting there trying to eat my mozzarella stick, and some guy's trying to get a girl pregnant on the dance floor. It's weird.
Dude, that sounds like a party. Hooters, what?
Yeah, where did that come from?
Right there. He didn't say Hooters.
Who did?
Eden.
Oh.
He said,
I agree with him. I like Eden just a little bit more now. No.
So next topic, Levi. What's the next one?
Yeah, Levy.
Oh man, we done covered it all already, bro. How do you lead off from that?
I mean, that was good. That was good intel.
All right. So we got somebody finally on the panel that there is something I wanted to discuss. Let's discuss quality. Let's get into another controversial subject in the entire community. Tonight's about controversy. Let's talk about quality of animals. Because Hutch brings up a solid point. Morph market is inflated with garbage animals. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat nothing. People want to hate me, that's fine. Hey, I'll join the club. Anyways,
Bro,
you got
they sign me up too, because them fucking people are clowns.
because you got some dookie ass single gene ball pythons up there for $600-700, but then you got a Canova product right next to it. Like, how do you do that for the same price? People are
That's
literally
insane, man.
we as a community are allowing for a dookie animal to go for $700 right next to a Canova animal for $700. So we are allowing this to happen because nobody wants to speak up and say anything. So we're going to take a Hutch pinstripe versus I can go get 2 pinstripes out that dookie ass shop down the road, breed them together, and I'm going to make the same money this boy's making right now. How does that work?
It's not.
To be sure,
That shouldn't work at all.
Animal
It does though.
until
It
after.
shouldn't, but that's how it fucking works, man.
Because I got a yellow belly. Hutch's yellow belly's the same. The only people this doesn't apply to is the same names that we've already mentioned. So, of course, you're going to go with the Canova product because Canova's Canova. People don't go, more often than not, you hear, I'm going to buy a Canova snake for Canova. You don't hear, I'm going to buy a Canova snake because it's quality. The name that you do hear this for,
you know it's a quality animal if you don't personally know the breeder.
You can look
Like
by
you're
looks,
just gonna-
bro. By looks, man. Eden said it. Eden said it right there.
Body
Yeah,
weight.
it's right here. Look.
It said, look at single gene clowns and question it, man. You can tell high quality versus low quality, bro. You can, in ball pythons, it's easy.
Oh, he won't show that. We already asked to see that, but that's a project in the works.
Yeah, hold on. I'll show you one that's kind of on the line.
Oh, shit.
Finally. I'm
about to get that Hutch exclusive.
Yeah.
All right, so here's another one. Ball Hutch goes gets this animal out, right? I could jump on Morph Market right now. And I bet you 10-1 I can find some Dookie line of fire that is the same price as an LSR fire.
Probably.
How to make that make sense, Chris? You know Earl. You live in the same state as Earl. Ain't nobody on this panel, ain't nobody in this community going to tell me that LSR fire is not one of, if not the best damn lines of fire out there. That man has put his blood, sweat, and tears into that line of fire.
All right, I can tell you, I don't know.
You're right, though, bro. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
But we're going to allow for that Dookie fire to go for the same price as Earl's fire. And it's not just that. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of it.
That's because we allow it, though. That's on us, bro. It's not.
Go, this is fire. You get bit by this, you're gonna be feeling the fire.
Well, hold on, Darren.
I can promise you feel the fire.
Let's drag Darian's big ass into this right now, right? So I could jump on Morph Market right now and find some dookie ass Western Diamondback for the same price that this man's put his blood, sweat, and tears into fucking producing this line. Because that's just the start of it. That is a fucking high quality contrast Western Diamondback. You're not going to find that anywhere but his specific locality. And it's not just that. We're going to get in the nitty gritty of it, right? Darian's going to line breed those animals. He's going to produce heat. He's going to put his blood, sweat, and tears into this line of rattlesnakes for 10 years. And you're telling me that animal is worth the same animal that was picked up off the side of the freeway in fucking Arizona. That's Dookie. That's dulled out. Ain't got no clean lines to it. It does not have the same contrast and doesn't have the same temperament. Right?
Damn.
The same way you can go buy some Dookie ass fire for the same price as an LSR fire, but Earl's put his blood, sweat, and tears into this.
Dude, I would buy from Earl. Legit. I would legit buy from Earl. I wouldn't buy from anywhere else. Only because I know what Earl's done.
Oh,
so this would be like
a
mid-quality pinstripe, right? I would say like mid to high. It's absolutely 100% single gene pinstripe. Now, this right here, when you start cleaning the lines up and everything,
the quality of versus.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
improves.
Yeah,
So,
I like
so
that right there.
this is another male. He's a beast, man. He's actually it it picks him up super light in the camera, but he's very dark, very very dark.
I see dark. I don't see light on mine. But he looks
Yeah,
good.
if I get him out of the light, he looks a little bit darker. But so the female's she's gravid right now. So, but let's go this pewter blast right here, man. Absolutely insane.
That's a clean animal.
A lot of the times Peter Blast, the markings on the side are just so shit. But if you do high quality pinstripes, man, they come out super clean, and you can see the markings easily.
All right, there we go.
And so from the same clutch, this cinnamon is crazy.
Oh, that's beautiful, bro.
It's a single gene cinnamon, man. But
Still
it's so
beautiful.
fucking clean, dude.
Yeah, I was like, it's still beautiful.
Oh yeah, she's staying. She is staying 100%. And then pastel usually tries to bite me, so I got like a random pastel out of it. Yeah, she's gonna bite the shit out of me.
You're like, fuck.
You hear her?
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's
already.
That looks normal to me.
Yeah, it's not picking up color very well. But those are 100% het ghost too, and possible het pied.
All right. Well, first of all, Solo, yes, I like the word dookie. Second of all, far out, let's address
That's how he
that.
plays Fortnite.
Here we go. I got a prime example right here. I forgot about these guys.
How do you forget about your own snakes?
Man, I got a lot, okay? Damn, why is everybody hissing at me? So this would be a pewter ghost, right? A good quality, pretty high quality pewter ghost, right? He's gonna fucking bite me.
Okay.
You see? Okay,
Yeah.
so that is really good quality. Oh, let me find his ass. I don't have my laptop up here, so I forgot where I paired him. I think down here. Yeah, he's with the big bitch. So this would be like probably one of the highest tiers of pewter ghosts you can get, man. In my opinion.
Okay.
He's just phenomenal animal.
I would like to bring up a quick point too. So, one of the downfalls of technology and owning reptiles, and I say reptiles, and I mean every one of them at this point. No matter how quality the camera, no matter how quality the technology, you got to see these animals in person. It really, the cameras and the lighting and everything. Hold those two animals out in the sun, and you're going to be able to tell the difference.
Definitely.
Being heavy into boas, I've noticed it a lot more in boas than other snakes, and from my experiences, that there's dookie lines, and then there's absolutely phenomenal lines.
Oh man, that's gorgeous, bro.
That's clean.
Was that pastel albino?
No, that's just straight albino.
Oh wow, that's clean. My albino, I think it's color.
That guy gets in work, man. It take about 5 minutes of being in the tub with the female, and he's already knocking her down.
Hell yeah, let's go.
She's like purple.
I'll show you. You little fucker. I knew I was gonna get bit tonight.
You got bit?
Yeah.
There you go. Chris, solo that man out.
Okay, hold up.
That's a prime example.
Oh, damn.
It's a single gene pin, right?
No, that is Cypress pinstripe.
Bro, I like that. That is wow.
Now, by quality, what Hutch is aiming to do is to produce that animal in every single egg of the clutch.
Oh, dude. So, yeah, man, the person I bought this from, she's got some extremely high quality stuff, and that's why I bought that Cypress pin.
Bro, that's gorgeous, bro. Hey, are we gonna answer this question here?
Yes. I've been waiting for. I didn't want to interrupt Hutch. That was some heat.
Also, real quick, I have to go. I've got to be up at 3:30 in the morning.
All right, brother, you
I
good?
have to do all of my animal stuff and everything tonight.
All right, no
All
problem.
right, Quinn.
All right.
Have a good night, brother.
Later. Have a good
Thanks for
night.
being on. All right, far out. So, Trick, Blitz, and Hurricane. I'm not too familiar with Trick and Blitz. I know there's a comparison to Hurricane, but it's all about the quality. So I'll use one that is discussed multiple times in this panel or multiple times in these lives, and one of the most controversial per se, banana and coral glow.
Here we fucking go.
Same damn genetic. It is the same damn
You
genetic.
got me fucked up right now.
They're
Bro.
different qualities. They're different freaking lines of the same damn genetic.
No, Kimasabi.
Bro, that's like you're saying the sugar and calico. They're saying that's the same line.
They are the same
They are
line.
the same.
They're the same genetic. They're different lines. One's a higher quality than the other.
Playing with
It's
stuff. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Here, Chris, let me put it to you.
that's
in a
what I
way
meant.
that'll make
That's what I
sense.
meant. Yes, just one's different. Yeah, high quality.
Snakes?
Yes.
Why?
That's like it's like putting an LSR fire up against a Dookie fire.
Yeah.
They're gonna look like different genetics. It's worlds of difference. So one's gonna look like a different gene, and you probably even get people that argue that Dookie fire is a different genetic than the LSR fire, because that's how different in comparison they are. One is literally a higher quality than the other. And it goes both ways and gets a little sticky when you really get down into the very nitty gritties of it. But I argue that coral glow is cleaner than banana. But then you could single it out and clean up each one and make one just as high as the other, but one's still going to glow and be more contrast than the other.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Lucien,
What's up, Lucy?
what's up, buddy?
I just go to the doctor tomorrow.
You going to the doctor tomorrow?
Well,
What's up, Junior? Bolsa Junior, what's up?
and there's feet.
I know. It happens.
What's up, Bozo Jr.?
These cutie ones are stay with us.
No, I'm gonna let some go.
Let them go?
Mhm.
And when you get them Robert?
No, he's got enough. I'm gonna let some go. I'm gonna keep some, but then we're gonna let a little bit go.
Let it go?
Mm-hmm.
All it?
Not all of them, but some of them, yeah.
It's going to take forever to get these snakes home. We're going home. This one, our home, is not put one of these.
Oh,
Jungle one of these.
okay. We'll take them to the jungle.
No, Dad. You're in a jungle like dinosaurs.
So what was Hutch saying? Or did
Swim
he
the jungle.
Sorry, here, I'll mute up. I'll let him ramble.
I'm still here.
He's still, yeah, I was gonna say he's still here. He's dealing with this.
Because I was like, Hutch was saying that we got them all twisted up. So I want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, I'm curious about this too.
Banana and Coral Glow is not the same gene.
How not?
Well, if I can get this fucker out of here, I will show you.
Here's another controversial question from Britain.
I hate this snake so much, man.
You don't need it no more. Send it over here.
Yeah, the Coral Glow, it just looks so dirty, man.
Oh, okay.
So those are freckles, right?
Yeah.
Most people would argue that's a banana because it's got freckles.
But
Yep.
their freckles are a lot different, man. It's
That was
just
a banana.
it's not a goddamn
Oh
banana.
my
Hold on.
god! He's like, oh my god, dude, that's not a banana.
I'm gonna argue that's a banana. I mean, I hope
It's a
Jaden
cool
thinks it is.
banana, bruh. I'm
I
not
got
on
a-
anybody's side. I just want to see chaos reign.
So, Quinn asked, "Are there too many basement ball python breeders?" Only asked because I've been asked this so many times.
Yes, 100%. Everybody and their brother is breeding ball pythons.
Oh, let me see. Hold on. Oh, okay. But that's a banana pie.
Yeah.
Coral glow pipe.
To a what?
What's
What's the comparison? A
This is the Coral Glow right here. That's the Coral Glow.
single gene
That's
coral
banana.
glow, or what else
Yeah,
is it?
single gene Coral Glow and then banana pied.
But see, there's
Coral
pied in
glow
there.
pied.
You got to hold a single gene banana to a single gene coral glow.
Man, it's fucking different.
I'm over here saying the opposite of what he's saying.
Right? He's on. This is Coral Glow, and this is the banana pie. And he's on Coral Glow pie.
You done got me fucked up. I will. Look at that guy, though. He's a fucking beast.
Damn,
Okay,
that's a
damn.
cool
Yeah.
coral glow.
That is a
Yeah.
coral glow.
That is a Coral Glow.
That's a coral glow applied.
Nah, no. You know, it's starting to look more banana to me.
That's so fucking funny.
Anyway, to
Hold
address
on, man. Freckles
yes,
scream banana.
He said maybe there's too many that don't know what they are doing. I could see that, Eden.
there's too many in general though. This was discussed. I can't remember what podcast I originally heard this on, but it was when I was
Okay.
first getting out of ball pythons. There's just too many goddamn breeders out there.
No, there's too many ball python breeders out. Yes.
Yes, too many well, there's not enough snake breeders, but too many ball python breeders.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, I can throw a rock and I'm bound to hit up somebody that tried to breed ball pythons or is trying to breed ball pythons.
Hold on.
And that's where you get these dookie lines from.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
That's clean. That's
See,
That is
now,
clean.
how do you say it's a dookie line though? How do you know it's not just, a good line but bred to shit?
And that's like most cases though.
But see, exactly. It comes back to what Hutch was saying. So, right, you buy the
That's a clown, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a banana clown.
What are you gonna say, Derek? Poor go clown. God,
Yeah.
Nah, it was a banana, dude. It's all the same. It's all right.
No, actually, it's a killer. It's a killer queen, 100% het clown. So
that's gorgeous.
Banana.
yeah,
Look, Eden says Corgo clown.
yeah. Look at the spider wobble.
Has a
That's
wobble.
pinstripe.
It looks like
No,
pinstripe.
no, it's no fucking.
I'm
that's
gonna
a fucking
I'm gonna
that's a fucking
I'm gonna
Batman.
start confusing the shit out of everybody. He's gonna say something. I'm gonna think of something that's similar as fuck.
So okay, Chris. Again, I'm gonna highlight Earl because Earl's like the spotlight of the week.
God, stop sucking Earl's dick already, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you know what? I know. Again, I know. I know some people got okay. Fuck you, Chris. Anyway, I know some people got an opinion about him, and I don't care about this one podcast.
No, dude, I like Earl. I've talked to him a few
No,
times.
not Earl,
When he
not
comes
Earl,
out there,
not Earl,
he's-
not Earl, not Earl.
No.
Damn it!
Ow!
Bet you ain't seen that before.
That's a Batman.
Damn, that's a cool looking black pastel.
That's a badass Batman.
It's a lesser pink belly.
Oh yeah, I've definitely never seen
Oh,
that
butter?
before.
Yeah, butter.
Oh, here we fucking go.
I can't fucking get it to come up right.
Butter.
It's
But I could see it though. I see it. I don't know about
I
anything.
see
Yeah.
the pink belly. Is it in shed or is it actually actually pink?
no, it's pink, bro.
Yeah, it looks.
Oh,
it's
that's
cool.
cool.
He's not shed. Look at his face. He's clean.
Oh, that's cool. I thought I heard butters do that.
Hutch, just tell him to shut up, Hutch. Just tell him shut the fuck
It
up.
it don't taste like butter.
It does it, right?
Fucking like this. Respect.
So I know most people got an opinion about him at this point, but
Ooh.
put your bias aside and go listen to MJ's most recent podcast with Earl.
Who?
Not for MJ's Exotic Cartel. We had a huge issue with him about 6 months ago. He brought Chris Eaton on. Anyways, put your bias aside about him and don't go for him. Go for Earl.
I'm good.
Earl brought the fucking heat to that podcast, bro. Like, shout out to Earl for everything he had to say. I ain't even gonna mention what he said because you got to go listen to that podcast. Earl laid it down on that pod.
We're talking about Hutch lays it down all the time.
To his boyfriend, maybe. Anyways,
Damn, Hutch.
Damn.
What's that?
Damn.
That fucking the Gratata kid. Yeah, have you seen him lately?
who?
What?
Yo, he was on Tosh.0.
Oh
Like
no.
the skinny white kid. He's like, swag, bitch. You know, you never seen that?
Yes. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. He started his like TikTok or whatever. He was like, man, they let me out of jail early. You know why? Because I was piping down dudes.
Hey, what the fuck?
Chris, we're never getting monetized, bro. None of us. Darian, the fuck is your associated, bro?
Man, my channel got fucked a long time ago.
Darian's gonna be right on the cusp of it, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, you know those two pieces of shit that you were hanging out with? Yeah, you're done."
Right?
Fuck
Thanks to
that,
them.
dude. I'm letting Levi on there. He's fucking just getting banned left and right, bro.
What is that?
That's a ball python egg.
Oh, it looks like
It's a rock.
It is a rock at this point.
So, was it a fossilized slug?
Yeah. I left it up on my incubator, just seeing how like dry it would. It was
If you'd have caught it a couple hours before it really fossilized, they're really squishy like a bouncy ball.
oh yeah. I pulled it out when she dropped it because it was a weird situation. She decided to drop that slug as she was shedding. So she had it was like her shed rolled up so nice, it was like a damn rubber band around her. So I had to cut her shed off, and the damn slug popped out.
Damn. Oh God, Eden, you don't know what the issue is.
No, he doesn't. I don't think he was even here for that.
All right, so
But
everybody on the panel and anybody in the comments is wondering what happened. I got no issue addressing this one.
What?
There's a podcast ran by MJ over MJ's Exotic Cartel. He does a combination with this guy named Chris Eaton. They do this like co-host, nobody's safe, right? They get into what they call controversy. I'm gonna put quotation marks around their controversy because this is real controversy. They're just running their mouths about people in the industry that are below them. This specific podcast is a prime example of what we talk against. I'm not going to talk ill of the two podcasters because we all rise above that at this point. But they go on to bash our community.
Speaking of controversy, look who fucking pops up, old big
Listen,
head ass.
you know what the horrible thing is? I come into this, and all I catch is that last
let
2
his
sentences.
ass on here.
Shut up! Ain't no one talking to you, you fat taco eating bastard.
Isn't there a buffet you're supposed to be at right now?
Hey, I just come in. I heard what Levi's saying, and I already know who he's talking about. I don't even have to think about it.
Exactly. But they go on
That's
to bash
because
our
half of what they
community.
said involved you.
Ain't nothing that involve me.
They go on to bash our
Live from the
community.
car.
They want to talk shit to me. I'll give them my address, my phone number, all that. They can come down, pay me a visit, and go home in a body bag.
They are creation.
For real. Hey, look. So I was talking shit a long time ago about a certain group, and I went to the. I was like, "Yo, if he got one of his lackeys here listening on the live, man, I'll slap the shit out of you at the expo, no problem."
He did say that.
Yeah, I
Bro.
think I saw that one.
They
Yeah.
look at me. They look at me as I walk by. I was like, "Yeah, hey," like I have no problem, man. No problem with violence, I guess would be the technical term for it.
Bro, I wake up every day wishing a motherfucker would.
Yeah, and that rattlesnake has done it, hasn't it?
Yeah, I was about to say them rattlesnakes probably wake up in the morning wishing a motherfucker would.
Oh,
Hey,
fuck yeah,
Eric,
dude. Especially Karen.
Did
What
you
you
hear-
looking at?
Did you hear Levi's first question?
No, I just got here.
Oh, would you want to ask him?
Oh, God.
All right, so
He likes
probably
asking me questions. We'll be honest about that.
probably at this point the least controversial thing we've talked about tonight, but was supposed to be the most. Is it time, Eric, to do away with some, most of, all, or none of the reptile shops? And I'm not bashing one individually. There's no shit talking involved here. It's just a controversial question.
The reptile what?
Of reptile shops, exotic shops. Is it time that the markets to boil it down to be even more specific here, is it time to just let them go? Is there enough private breeders? Do we have enough people in the community to support it without needing reptile shops and all the chaos that comes with it?
Yeah, but let's look how many of our private breeders open up shops.
Okay.
And for, man, the ratio to this for the only better sense as I can make it, 1 out of every 10 shops you're going to go to is going to be a good shop with knowledgeable people, because those are the fucking private people, the hobbyists and stuff that actually have a passion and aren't doing it for shits and giggles and thrill factors.
Okay.
So it's impossible to do away with them.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, another point is marketing, man. Like, do you think you could go out and buy certain jeans for a few $1,000s if there weren't a shit ton of people making them? That's like saying, if they got rid of, you're in the dairy business, right, Eric?
For the least part of it, for temporarily.
Yeah. So if they're like, fuck it, one name brand is gonna run dairy, your $4 to $5 a gallon of milk is gonna go up to $10-15 a gallon,
Yeah, but
So-
let's also make this point though here, like in the theoretical terms he's talking about are these shops that are more or less the majority of them are corporately owned and
Come on, dude.
overpriced. Regardlessly, like
An exotic ball python label, but it's just a normal ball python.
I mean,
the terminology is fancy, asshole.
Fancy, fucking exotic, whatever.
oh yeah, I honestly I
Fucking
don't believe
super
Petco
normal
and all them
habit.
should be selling ball pythons anyway. So
No,
Bro.
not unless they actually have a knowledgeable staff there.
yeah, but
No,
Every-
not the one here. It says that they don't.
Where? What are we
I
talking about?
haven't found a Petco with a knowledgeable staff. Every Petco I've went, like the one I go into, almost any of the pet stores I go into, whether it's like right near my city or if I'm going down to the next town to get like a deal on something that I just don't feel like waiting for, equipment wise.
So
Ooh,
check
I
it out.
knew one. This dude was smart as shit, dude. He was really good with the reptiles, but instead of putting them with the reptiles, they made them ahead of fish.
Hey,
So then,
can I make a valid point to my argument right now? You knew
No.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only been to one where they
And
have
he
somebody.
and he quit, dude. They didn't want to put him with the reptiles, even though he didn't know jack about fish. They made him a head of fish department.
And this may
So
sound kind of
he
partial
quit.
to me. I know somebody in our community that is actually in process of getting a place and opening up a shop. And like, if you're big about that, and like, when you know you're giving out the proper information, I have no objections to shops.
Okay.
Just as long as they're not these little these corporate businesses or these little mom and pop shops who got this idea. Hey, if I get these off this guy just wants to get rid of them, I can up the price and make a profit. All I gotta do is throw them in a tank together with fucking 17 other ball pythons or lizards and whatnot, and I'm good to go.
So yeah, let's go.
My Petco, every time I walk in, their reptile specialist sits there and picks my brain for a good 20 minutes about stuff and like trying to figure out what's right. I'm like, and then whenever they order stuff, now this is something that people might not know. When Petco orders from their suppliers, if somebody wants something special and they can get it, they can't order it singularly. They have to order a minimum of a pair. So
Yeah,
I
they
go
got about 2 at a time.
Yeah, so when I go up there, he's like, "Listen, when somebody wanted one, I had to order a pair. I have 2 of them." And Derry knows I'm honest with this because I just had that Sambo I got rid of not too long ago because of that. I'll give you a hell of a discounted price because I know you know what you're doing. Taking and go on your way. I walked out. I don't know what they retail for, but I walked out paying $25 for a Sambo.
Yep.
Just because I didn't want it to sit in the back, because that's where they had it. They didn't have it on display or nothing. It was stuck sitting in the back.
Nice.
I always cruise through Petco because every once in a while you can find a het pied or something in there that's pretty decent.
The only thing they ever had decent in my Petco that was right around market price was a banana pied for $699.
Give me a coral glow.
Banana.
Coral glow.
Yeah,
We go by what it's labeled, okay?
You missed this whole ass thing.
Eden said they don't even know the age, sex, or breed.
If you want it, no, they knew that they had the birth information and stuff like that, and it was labeled right. It was labeled
right.
Yeah, it was labeled banana pied. They didn't know the sex.
Wait, they labeled it banana pie? Oh, yeah, then it's for sure was a coral glow. I don't trust them.
Oh, come on,
Man,
BS, because that's like you trying to say you're a legal citizen.
Hey, I got my green reverse card. It counts.
And I got a red reverse card. Look, he's like, oh shit.
That's just like that fucking when I called you about the Food City, dude. There's Food City, which is, for those that don't know what Food City is, it's an actual like Mexican Walmart basically. And there's the Food City. Right next to that is a Mexican car title loan place. Immigration. And then frickin' Filiberto's. Tell me that's not a trap.
I plead
For
the
you,
fifth.
maybe. For others, no.
Yeah, for me, it wouldn't bother me one bit.
It was a trap, and you all know it.
Hey, this is what happened. Darian put up, Jesus, run, immigration.
Bro, I'll tell you what. You want to know some fucked up shit? When I worked down in Florida, in Plant City, right? There was a Del Monte right next to where I worked. And about once a month, bro, they'd put a big sign up, we're hiring. And as soon as they put that sign up, there'd be vans at both sides of the road because they hired illegal immigrants. And once a month, they'd clean house. And you could always tell when they're going to do it because they put that we're hiring sign up. And next thing you know, the vans are at both sides of the road because there was only one road in, one road out. So they were waiting for everybody to get off work.
I'm putting a we're hiring sign outside of my house so I can get somebody to clean my snake shit. I just gotta figure out
somebody to come in here and clean this snake shit too. I'm tired of cleaning snake shit.
Bunch of crybabies.
Here's the secret: don't clean it. No,
Wow. Look, he's gonna run a Petco.
yeah. That's it.
Hell no, bro. So check it out. I went to PetSmart, right? And I'm just looking around. I'm browsing around.
Do you need me
And,
to call that store for you?
No, I got it. No. So I'm browsing around, like I said, and then I see the person that works there, the kid, comes up to a lady and her kids, and the daughter wants a snake, and she picks a corn snake. So she asks us questions like, "Would I keep the temps at? Does it need a heat lamp or a heat bulb and whatever, whatnot?" Right? So he tells her, "Yeah, you got to keep the light. You got to get a bulb that's between 89 and 90 degrees."
A bulb. Yeah,
Yeah.
A bulb just isn't between 89 and 90 degrees.
Well, no, but he was saying, like, that's what he was telling her.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
shit.
I'm standing there listening to him explain to her that, the hot side's got to be like 98. The cold side's got to be like between 78, 72. I was like, okay. And I'm looking at him like, dude, what are you trying to do? Fry this snake? Like, you're going to fry the fuck out of this snake.
You don't care. He's paid regardless.
I'll be right back. So I turned to the lady, and the lady looks at me, and she's like, well, this guy looks like he knows a lot about snakes. I was like, yeah, dude, I have a shit ton of snakes.
He's like, yeah, bro, I'm on YouTube. No.
Wait. You keep snakes?
No, I got a bunch of snakes.
I never knew. I'm just playing the same thing I'm told. You got snakes?
Dude, yeah, corn snake.
I don't have snakes, remember?
Oh yeah, you got puppies.
Yeah, I just tried to.
I want to point out here, this enclosure is sitting at 99, right? The heat bulb, 215. Jesus.
Why so hot?
That's just what it is. Oh, because I was keeping tegus in here. The babies are in there.
Oh.
Good excuse.
Right.
That's a big ass snake that's supposed to go in there.
Stupid chick, the fucking one kept getting out up here. So I said, fuck it. And so I pulled her out, and then I put the tegu in there, and now, or the tegus are in there, so they can't get out.
You got high hopes and dreams there, because I haven't been to a pet store in the past 10 years that has a pamphlet on anything.
Bro, they're there. You just gotta go at the end of the aisle. They're by the isopods at my shop.
No, they're not. My pet store don't have isopods. My Petco is ghetto.
Dude, we got isopods at our PetSmart and Petco's here.
Yeah, they're probably from the backyards though.
No, I got dairy cows, and I only paid $12 for them.
I got a dairy cow too, but I don't talk to my sister.
Oh my god!
Can I make a valid point real quick?
What's up?
So throughout all of this, the one thing that stayed consistent about Petco and PetSmart, they're the devil, right?
They're uninformed and uneducated people that run them.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Respectfully, I'm not talking shit here. It's a genuine question, just playing devil's advocate. Why do you guys keep buying stuff from them?
Hey,
regardless of what it is, why do you keep buying stuff?
We need our supplies. We need lights.
Why?
Hey.
Why not?
Why not work at a shop that actually gives a shit?
Hey.
Because my shop actually closed down. What's
I'm
up,
gonna say it in Spanish.
Calm down. Okay. I know you're all three bald, but calm down.
Hey.
All that testosterone is not going to grow your hair back.
Hey, at least
actually, it might him because look at his face. But
hashtag ball game, bitch.
Hey, at least we're all three American citizens.
Damn.
That one burned. Did that burn?
Wait, what are you talking about? He's Mexican too.
But I'm a U.S. citizen, though.
Hey, wait. I'm just listen. I
gotta go though. That's why I was trying to stop you guys. I gotta run.
All right, but I'm confused on why you were here anyways. He's a cop or was a cop.
Hey, he could be an illegal cop, dude. Double jeopardy.
He's found immigration.
Hold on, Darren, before you go, hurry up. Hold on. Let me go ahead and shout this out real quick. Well, I told him to hurry up. They're doing a fundraiser over on Graceful, or is it Rodriguez Live YouTube?
One of them, either Graceful, I think it's on Darian's.
It's on
All right,
Darian's.
they're gonna do a fundraiser October 1st, 10 a.m. on Rodriguez's YouTube channel. Graceful Serpents Patrick's is gonna be there, and they're gonna support the USR Florida. Go check them out that day. But other than that, y'all got any more questions or what's up? Because
Yeah, I never got my answer. Darian interrupted.
oh yeah, so what was it?
So just playing devil's advocate. I'm not even talking shit. I'm not trying to call anybody out. I'm just playing devil's advocate. If like, let's say Peter was in the room, right? Well, that whole subject. If we're so against them, why do we keep buying shit from them? Because we're technically supporting them, right? Like, I mean, I'm victim of it. Fucking, I buy shit from Triple L. Straight the fuck up. Right?
Hey,
people got all kinds of beef with them.
I can justify me. I only go to Petco whenever I need like a frozen feeder, like Pinky or something that I don't have in a jam.
Okay.
I don't support them.
You're a liar. I seen you wearing the Petco t-shirt.
But
you got the bracelets.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you gave them to me.
They didn't give you that shit.
playing devil's advocate here, though, I mean, by buying shit from the same places that we're, talking down on, we are supporting them. We keep their doors open.
Yeah,
Even
but that
in the
goes
penny,
back to the same thing as Underground Reptile.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Us going in there and buying one thing every blue moon is not what's keeping their doors open. Everyone else that's uneducated and think they're getting good deals and these amazing animals and stuff and not realizing what's happening and the bad information they're getting is what keeps their doors open. Because don't get it wrong, because with their with every bad sale they make on bad information, if one of the people that buy an animal come back to them with the proof and like the animal that are deceased in that time frame and stuff, Petco's insurance policy covers them for that animal dying, and they just take care of you, and they probably get a bigger payout from the insurance than what we pay.
Okay. I was just trying to play devil. I was just curious. I was genuinely like, hey, why not fucking?
But I think that these pet stores and stuff need to go out and find and like do the research, people that know what they're talking about and this and that, and get them in there on them departments to run them and whatnot and educate people.
Ain't gonna happen. And the only reason that's not gonna happen is they're corporate, bro. It's all about the dollar. It's all about
they were gonna hire me in mine, but they won't pay me the money that I want.
Exactly. They're not gonna pay you. So why would they pay you, let's say $25 an hour, when they can hire this schmuck off the street that doesn't know any damn better, $12 an hour? You know what I'm saying?
And you know what the number one question is? Are you afraid of snakes? Are you afraid to handle snakes? Are you afraid to handle lizards? Because I've already been through that process. I'm like, look, man, I know my shit. I'm not some, dumbass off the street. Like, I'm not gonna come in here. If I'm gonna come in here and work for you, I'm gonna do it right. And I expect, better pay, not $9 an hour or whatever the hell he was offering at the time. But anyways, the shop ended up closing down.
Yeah, but Eden's then they'll say that that's their reptile specialist, whether it's a team member or not. They're gonna lie to you and say this is our reptile person or specialist.
Oh yeah, and they're not. They're specialists for something else.
Yeah, they're a reptile specialist that keeps something that has like maybe a reptile, maybe they keep a bearded dragon or something. They might have one species, but the vast amount of animals that they'll sell, like the scorpions, the chameleons, the frogs, and so on. I mean, they don't. Their specialists in my Petco don't know everything. I mean, he was telling a guy to sell feed a 3-foot Burmese adult mice.
So, sorry to switch the complete subject onto something completely different. No relative relation. Eric, what days are you available to do a solo interview with me and Chris?
Saturdays, every other Friday that I'm off. Like I work this Friday.
All right, Chris, you're on notice. Set it up for a Saturday, bro. We're going to bring Eric back for a solo.
Well, he has to be off and at home.
On a Saturday, so.
I don't work on a Saturday ever.
Oh, all right. Well, cool.
There we go. It's going to happen. We're going to bring Eric back on the podcast for a solo interview, and shit's going to be real.
Well, shit. If you're down for this Saturday, we could do this Saturday.
Let's do it. Last minute. Anybody on the comments? Help spread the word. Eric's coming back Saturday for a solo interview. He's going to bring the heat. There's going to be super dwarf questions. There's going to be retics, berms, controversial questions, opinions, facts, all of it. Me and Eric may even fucking argue, just to fucking argue, because that's what we do.
No, there's going to be arguments.
I love Venom. Venom is awesome.
This guy. Hey,
Way to put Eric on the spot.
anyhow, did y'all see any of the snakes I posted I just got?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I want your rhino for sure.
I know you want
That's
that, but that Cypress spider, what Cypress does to that gene, I'm like, wow.
Bro,
Dude, that shit was clean.
So check it out. We got Expo coming up here in Sharks, Texas, and they do sell venomous there. So I'm hoping to find a rhino viper there, bro. Seriously.
If you don't, let me know. I'll start talking to everyone I know.
Oh, hell. Who let this guy back in here?
I think he was trying to make a comeback on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, don't be talking shit about my buddy.
I'm joking, bro.
Not you. I'm talking about the ball
Hutch
guy.
knows I
above
love
me.
him, but all love for Hutch.
Hey, Hutch, I will appreciate you not get on any more lives as Mike's on and run your mouth about your snakes. I'm trying to tell them and stop trying to get rid of my snakes or throwing them off.
Where are they? Works.
We can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, you're real soft, quiet.
Yeah, you're speaking soft spoken like a
Hey,
woman.
go into your settings and adjust your mic or audio or something like that, maybe. But once you switch it around, it once in a while, at least for my phone, it does it.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, I'm going to save it for fucking Saturday. Sorry. I just,
Bro,
something I want to throw at you so fucking bad.
who, Eric?
Oh, yeah, Eric. It's just, I live to argue with Eric. There's so much knowledge that fucking comes out of it, bro. It's all in love.
He said Hutch is timid.
Hutch, you're real still soft
This is the
in
same
more
mic,
ways than
Do you have Bluetooth on?
the same mic you'd be using for fucking Fortnite.
Barely.
barely.
It sounded like you were across the room.
Sounds like he's being quiet, so his wife don't hear him. No, baby, not the broom again.
Keep flabbergasted. What's up, Matt? Bro, you see the whole panel doing this? That was funny. I want you to sing me a song, Coach.
You won't be able to hear him. It might be the best song ever.
He's all lean on me.
He's
I
never.
was about-
Never mind. I can't say it. I'll be nice.
Oh, yeah, that's a mouse. Hutch.
Is it better?
Now you're broken.
All right, now you're broken.
He's always been broken. I mean, come on.
It
I
looked
don't know
like
what
you about to
happened. What
drop
you do
on-
different? Do you have Bluetooth on?
He said, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah. He's like,
Oh,
fuck
good.
it.
What temper tantrum?
Oh, check it out, Eric. We're also doing this for Justin. That and Justin, my Animal House. I was trying to get logos so we could throw on the flyer, to go help raise money for their for Justin's medical bill since he's still in ICU, I think.
I thought Benji was trying to say some BS that he was coming home soon.
They actually, when I talked to Trish, his wife, they actually did let him go home. He came back and he went home, but then when they were feeding him through the tube, apparently he got a ulcer, and it started getting hard in his stomach. So they had to go back, and now he's back in ICU again because he had to have surgery again.
I'm just fucking with you. Can
Oh,
you hear me?
I was like, yeah, now we can hear you. Yeah.
All right.
I think it was still an improvement. We couldn't hear him. I don't know.
Man, Edith's all kick him out. Yeah. We got to hear you.
It's not very nice.
Well, listen, to change the subject, Hutch, any information yet on that from the old guy?
No. let me tell you what. I'm about to fight him for real.
You're gonna fight an old man?
Oh, Hutch has been having some problems.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, so, like, probably like 2 months, 3 months of like calling and putting all the puzzle pieces together. That one final puzzle piece, man, is just, it's not clicking. It is not fucking clicking, and it's really aggravating.
There you go. See, Trish says if everything goes well with Justin, he'll be home Friday.
Hopefully, he will be.
Fucking Venom.
Dude, you just read that? I had it up there.
Yeah.
It said Venom's on the road tonight.
Venom must have woke up in a ditch with his pants down again.
Yeah. Oh my god. Definitely not getting monetized with that talk there.
And that morph, the beard would actually connect.
Justin, bro,
You missed this whole fucking life.
I know. This life was knowledge.
Hey.
That's all. Bro.
Hey, listen, let's be honest. The lies before the subscribers and monetization are the lies that get them people. Afterwards, when you behave.
Oh yeah, that's what I hear all the time, but I'm not sure, bro.
I mean, even at that, you can put your lives that may have like things after you get monetized as private, so they can't be viewed and used against you. That way, you don't lose your hours, because if you completely delete stuff that you posted, it takes your time off your YouTube.
Oh, like trim it down.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you were like, say, if you did a live, and you seen you were at this many hours, but then you're like, oh, I don't like that live, and you went to go delete it off your library and stuff, so nobody can watch it completely.
Yeah.
You lose all the hours from that live. Same goes with any videos or anything you post up.
Yeah, I think after you post it, you can go back and edit certain shit out of it anyway.
Yeah.
So
If you have some app that Darren showed me, I've done that, but I don't mess with the video.
yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out, because I said some unruly things at the end of my last live.
What live?
No,
When did you go live, Butch?
What last Friday? Last Friday.
Yes,
oh, I was there, wasn't I?
Yeah, you're drunk.
I was drunk. That's why I
Yeah.
remember shit. That's right. I
Man,
came in.
don't delete that shit. Keep it up there, man. Why you gonna switch up who and what you are over?
Oh, well, I mean,
That's exactly what he tells me.
that's for my personal reasoning. I don't give a shit about YouTube, bro.
Okay.
If I ever plan on trying to make money on YouTube, I'm in the wrong category.
Yeah, because he's a ginger and he's in,
Yeah, I gotta do some like weird shit, like unboxing of toys or some fucking super weird stuff, man.
Bro,
Here,
what did you send me? You sent me a video of you doing the little toy racing cars. See, like he was racing them. I said, dude, why don't you do YouTube videos on that shit?
Oh, bro, because them guys were getting mad. I was on Instagram Live. They take that shit serious, bro. That's some of those races are like big money.
Damn.
No shit.
Yeah, I love it.
I'll say this, Chris. How many viewers we got in the room right now, bro?
Right now we're at 11.
All right, so 1 out of this 11 will probably run off and tell somebody in some group, and it will make their way back to him. Because, I mean, somebody ran off and told Darren, oh, Levi's stealing your questions out of context. That was cute. But tonight's about controversy, right? We could get monetized being ourselves as we are now, because you look at somebody as big of a piece of shit as he is, Chris Eaton is monetized. And that guy is the biggest
I can drop
piece of shit.
bunch of names, but I won't.
If they could be themselves and be a genuine piece of shit, we'll be fine.
Well, maybe they just feel bad for him because he's special needs or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think every live I've done on my channel has been pretty rough. So, and I haven't got like a strike or nothing. And
Yeah, but you're not monetizing. I don't think they're really too worried.
yeah.
Once you start,
They'll wait until I get
starts counting,
monetized.
yep.
Yeah, but I don't care. I just do it for fun, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. Every time I go on Big D's live now, he's like, I'm like, oh, man, this is so much different than before. You suck.
He's trying though, man. He's trying to do it the right way.
Yeah,
honestly,
but
like,
he's got to realize to an extent, as long as there ain't no real hate talking about like a swear word here and they ain't gonna get him in trouble.
oh yeah,
What are you talking about, Eric?
People trying to get monetized and stuff.
Oh,
Like, you know how many monetized lives I watch that are nothing but swear words?
yeah, a bunch. I watched a bunch too. That's why I was when Levi told me, like, I mean, let's just be us.
I don't know.
That's who we are. Why we gotta change who we are?
I did get an email or notification or something about YouTube changing their policies.
If this motherfucker ain't cussing, we got a problem.
It's
Eric?
hard sometimes, but
I don't
I've been hated a few times.
honestly, I think I like Instagram better than Facebook anyway. So, or not Facebook, but YouTube.
Nah, Instagram's getting on that cancel culture bullshit, bro. It's just happening slowly.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like I try to explain, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, let's go to this Vera." Man, you dumbass people. It's gonna follow the same route because Instagram was that way at the beginning too. It's Instagram rebranded. Now,
What,
give them a few times.
Vero?
Yeah, once they get sponsored, and they get these businesses and companies that want to put money into them. I'm like, okay, but you got to stop them doing this. You got to stop this. We don't like that. We won't be associated with that.
Dude, exactly, man. I had a fishing Instagram a while back, and like I was just posting crazy shit on it, like fishing stuff most of the time, but I was also posting crazy shit. And this brand sponsored me, right? Send me some shirts and all this shit, and like they tell me, oh, you can't post this and that and this because it's you're part of our group now and all this. I was like, all right, well then. You want me to go ahead and send these shirts back, or how do you want to do this? Because you can suck my dick. Hey, you ain't gonna tell me what I can and can't post on.
That's
my
exactly
shit.
what he said. Well, no, what he said is, you can. It may not be very big, but you can suck my dick.
Yeah, it might be a Tic Tac, but I'll freshen your breath.
Holy shit! That was good, bro. That was good.
Well, I actually thought he said that it's kind of like a Skittles. You can taste the rainbow, but yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Yo, hey, tell them those jokes you were telling us last night.
oh, hey, Eric, I got one for you, man.
Oh.
What do you call a cow with 3 legs?
I said tripod.
Lean beef, right? What do you call a cow with no legs?
I don't know what.
Ground beef. What do you call a cow with 2 legs? Your mom.
That's a lie. That's my sister.
I was waiting for that.
Hey, you guys want to know a little secret about Eric?
Oh, here we go. I don't know what he's gonna say, but hey, I'm sorry. I'm gonna apologize right now before he says this about your live. It's about to get hectic.
You know what Eric's first car and his first time having anal sex have in common?
Oh my god. What?
He didn't want it, but his uncle gave it to him anyway.
Damn.
Oh fuck, man. We will never get monetized. Fuck it.
if only that was true, because I bought my first car. I didn't have an uncle giving me stuff like you did, for one. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go no further. Be nice.
Man, my uncles are bums.
He said, damn, sickle bird.
The only burn that he has is the one between his legs, okay? Let's not even go there.
It's just jokes, Eric. It's just jokes. We love you, man.
You can't confuse Hutch with Quentin, bro. Quentin's the one with SCTs.
But
you missed that live?
It doesn't faze me though. Like, really, and that's what people don't. Well, you know that.
Yeah. But you know the difference between 2 dicks and a joke. Eric cannot take a joke.
Damn, look, you say it. Call the fire department.
Hey, Hutch, Hutch, I just really want to apologize right now for the one thing I did to you.
What's that?
When I put my dick in your mouth and your cheeks blew out like that and they never went back.
Man, listen here. If I wanted to come back, I would have wiped it off your chin.
Yeah,
Hey, comebacks would have happened to you after I pulled out.
Yeah.
bro. I swear. Hutch has you on your heels right now, bro.
Oh, dude, listen, I just one of the few people. It's fun, but we got to behave on certain shows.
Yeah.
Fuck. Ain't nobody trying to behave. Let it go. Let's go.
Let it go. Is that what you told him?
Oh shit.
Eric.
Hey, listen.
Levi?
He said, "Let it go. Let's go." You know why he shaved his head, right? Because the tip between his leg ain't big enough, so he had to shave his head so he can slide right in.
That's a good idea.
If you find a female that you can put your head in, run.
Hell no, man. I'm gonna keep it in there for winter. Keep it nice and warm.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. Wait till that cap starts smelling fishy. Then.
Hey, man. You know what they say? If it smells like fish, it's a delightful dish.
What is that?
Said that?
If it smells like cologne, leave it alone.
That's the opposite of Chris's motto, bro.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what. Hutch, you need some help.
I'm way past help, brother.
He's like, I'm gone, bro. I'm gone.
Man.
Oh, damn. Solo, look at Solo said.
No. Solo caught the end of my live last time, and I just feel bad now.
He's like, oh man, there's actually Mitzi's. I think Mitzi's still here too. He's not saying nothing.
Sorry, ladies. I apologize.
He apologizes, but he's really not sorry. Let's be honest.
I apologize. You heard that.
Hey, this is kind of like them questions you get asked by that weird fucking family member. If you ever went camping in the woods and you woke up with a condom in the ass, would you tell anyone?
No.
He said no.
You want to go camping?
Hey, if your Uncle Jack helped you off an elephant, would you help your Uncle Jack off an elephant?
That's not even how the joke goes. If your Uncle Jack was stuck on the roof, would you help your Uncle Jack get off?
Man, that's way too many words.
It was less syllables than what you said.
Yeah, but elephants are
but it
cool.
was too many words.
Elephants are cool. Roofing just sucks.
Sorry
Yeah.
that you guys don't have the intellectual abilities to
But jump Jack off a roof.
help your Uncle Jack get off the roof. Oh.
Oh my god.
See, you done fucked it up.
Yeah, Chris fucked me up. Hey, listen, keep talking shit, Chris. You're the only, still to this day, you're the only person that ever called me on a video call and was in a room full of guys lathered up and all sweaty and lubed up with no shirt on.
Here we go again.
Oh, look at Hutch's face.
What?
So this is what happened, bro. I went to the gym.
I don't know if I want to hear this shit.
No. Hold on. You got to add on top of this. He's the only motherfucker that's got his own line of baby oil.
I
There it is.
I do. So you can rub it on that women's booties.
Yeah.
Sure,
Is that what you tell yourself in the gym when you're behind that guy?
Eric was just talking about you call him in a room full of dudes with rubbing it on their booties.
No, bro. Oh my god, that's not what happened.
I can't. Yeah, see, I can't say that because I only got the end where he was coming out with no shirt on.
Bro, so check it out. I was working out, went to the sauna, and then they were talking about something. Oh, they were talking about, you know who you were talking about. And I was like, oh shit. I saw a post and I read it. And then I called them in the group and I had my shirt off in the sauna. So in the sauna, I'm sweating up. Dude, like I'm like, oh, look like I'm glazed over with baby oil. And they're like, dude, why the fuck you calling us like that? Put your shirt on.
Hold on, Chris. Hold on. Let's backtrack to a fact that you left out. What the fuck are you doing in a sauna full of dudes sweating like that, bro? Regardless of whether it's oil or not.
Have you been to a gym?
Bro, what do you mean?
Come on, have you seen him? Do you think he's been to a gym?
I was like, what's the last time this motherfucker been to a gym? Come on now.
Normally, the sauna is in the men's locker room, and the women have their own sauna in the
18
women's
years.
locker room.
Actually, some of our gold gym here have them like where men and women can share a sauna.
Oh, well, that's like normal protocol.
Hey, listen, that's how all the porn videos start. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, yo, I'm
Hey,
not.
you can thank Gold's Gym for that. Every time I publish a video, it's like, thank you, Gold's Gym.
No, I'm talking about a sauna full of guys. I'm just saying.
When I love the sauna, dude. It's
I bet
refreshing.
you do.
But
I was gonna say.
the thing is like the sanitary level of like sitting on the wood. So I'm like that weird dude standing in the corner, like not touching anything, because like, yo, you can't sit on the benches. You're like sitting in someone's like fucking ball must right there on the wood.
For real.
It's gross, man. So I like, just like stand in the corner, just sweating my ass off, like arms all tucked in and shit, so I don't touch anything.
Hey, Hutch, I'm glad you just mentioned that because think about this. You're sitting in the corner sweating your ass off. You saying there ain't no ball juice on the fucking ground either? You're standing right in the puddle.
But you got shoes on, man. Or like shower shoes. Nah, you got me fucked up, Eden.
Chris, put your damn titty away.
She wants to see the logo on my chest.
You just want an excuse to show off your fucking titty.
Oh my god. Hey, the audience asked for it, I give it to him.
Hey,
You know what, Chris? Why don't you go back to your Daisy Duke bullshit you were doing for a while?
I'm technically part of the audience too because I'm in the chat, but I Levi.
Oh, he's in timeout.
Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck.
Did you really just pull a fucking Darian, you copycat motherfucker?
I put you in timeout.
Wow. Apparently this is a Darian and Eric show again.
Whoa. He's like, don't even go there.
Yeah, I'm sorry to insult you like that, Eric.
I never put you in timeout.
He just called you Darian.
No, he called you Darian.
Oh, that's fucked up.
You just the Darian and Eric show. Now, why the hell would I be Darian when I'm actually Eric? I'm just saying.
He's like, did you really just kick me backstage? All sad.
Fucking guy, man.
Oh, the other one? I can't show that one on YouTube, Mitzi. That one's down by my hip. It's near my,
YouTube bans you for that kind of shit. When you're showing off tiny objects, you need a microscope to see.
Bro, I tell Mitzi, stop telling my OnlyFans stuff. God, yeah.
Well, of course he's gonna tell your OnlyFans stuff. He's your number one supporter.
Yeah, I know she is. And she tells me it's just.
No, I was talking about Levi. What the fuck you mean she?
Oh.
Wow, he just called you a she, Levi. That's fucked up.
I know, right? What the fuck, Chris?
I thought I was talking about Mitzi.
No, you were talking about me. Fuck you.
Fuck that.
Hold on, wait a minute. Go back. Fuck you, Eric.
Go way back. Fuck
How the fuck did I get dragged into this?
Right? I'm talking, he brings you into it while I'm talking. That's bullshit, bro.
Hey,
Yo, who has
good.
an OnlyFans? You really got an OnlyFans?
Yeah, bro. Why?
Oh my god! You know, Eric almost had to register as a sex offender because of his OnlyFans.
Wait, I have an OnlyFans?
Yeah, they done caught him with that baby dick in his hand.
Yeah, oh my god.
Listen, don't even go there. It's a fucking tuna can, okay?
Oh yeah, she definitely does.
A tuna can. I'm confused.
What?
Nothing. Never mind. Just move on.
He's thinking about my penis now. That's weird.
God damn it! I knew that was going to happen.
Who, Hutch or Eric?
No, Levi's thinking about my penis now.
Where are you? Where is your head right now, Chris? What the fuck, Eric?
I don't know. I didn't hear.
I don't know,
but I just heard what Hutch said, talking about Eric saying Eric had a baby dick, and now you're picturing that.
And I said it's referred to as a tuna can.
At least I was thinking about a tuna can. He was thinking about a baby dick.
I don't know. I'm just give me a minute. I gotta delete Fortnite and all that.
What the hell?
This motherfucker got OnlyFans and shit. I can't play with you no more.
Hey, you don't have to delete Fortnite. You can
I
delete
was
him.
like, what the hell? We about to? Look, he said Chris monetization. Look. Oh man.
Oh
Right.
fuck.
Oh well, we tried Eden.
Hey, this it's late night. Well, for me, I guess for me, it's like, oh, and Hutch, it's late night.
Bro, we had a good live. I should just end that one and start another one. We should just gone on Instagram for this shit.
Oh, now here he goes getting all like in his feelings about it. Damn it.
Bro, remember? Okay. So check it out. I brought Eric on a fucking live once, and it was just me and him. He was, man, I got him right there in the field, bro. Right in his field.
We had a long, good conversation too, and then somebody gets hacked and loses all of his shit.
Damn, look at that. Now you can't promote me no more? Shit.
They can't promote gay people. That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
Oh,
I gotta
man.
start.
This
I gotta
became
start posting.
a
Instagram.
penis talk show as soon as you walked in the door, buddy.
What? No. Did you really delete Fortnite?
No, I'm just fucking playing.
I was like, what the fuck?
Hell
We
no.
about to get off this shit and go jump off Fortnite.
Hey, did anyone catch that Chris is like 10 minutes behind our conversation?
I've been saying that, bro.
He's like, wait a minute, you deleted Fortnite?
I didn't hear him say he did.
Bro, we'll be having a full-blown conversation, like balls deep in some knowledge, and Chris will come in like 15 minutes late. What was that about the original question?
Bro, because, okay, they're telling me they couldn't hear me on my laptop, and I had the headphones on, so I had to do it from my phone now. So
You
I'm
done
doing it
did
from
it
my
tonight.
phone now.
Don't try to blame that one time your technology was
No. That's literally exactly what just happened to me. I was on my laptop that last time, and you guys couldn't hear me.
Yeah, it's just something with the laptops and the
Yeah,
headphones.
that's weird.
Sometimes the headphones work, sometimes they don't. Like, I used to be able to get on here with my earbuds and my Bluetooth.
Yeah, me too.
And
Now,
it just quit working, yeah.
now it doesn't let you on.
Yeah, and it's a fucking. It's not like it's an old laptop. It's brand new.
Yeah, mine's too. Look, mine's
That's
just
half
like
the
that.
damn issue.
Yeah, I just got to get a webcam for my monster.
No.
No,
Eric,
no.
don't do it. Eric, don't do it. Eric, don't do it.
Don't do what? What are
Don't
you gonna
mind the
say?
mess, but
Oh, shit.
Oh, is that thing you were working on the other day?
bro, that's my PC, man.
Yeah, wasn't that the wiring you were doing or something?
No, he was running fucking lights for his wife's cabinets.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that shit came out busting, man. I put a dimmer on that shit and everything.
Chris, you don't pay attention to shit, do you?
Bro, all I saw was wires. I didn't read the damn shit.
Exactly.
I just try to get to the point, bro. Just skip all the reading. Just be like, oh, okay, I assumed he was doing wiring for his computer. I don't know, bro. God damn.
You were the kid that showed up to fucking class without a pen and a paper, huh?
All the time.
It shows.
Oh, wow. That's
Bro, because when they told me to write down my shit, they be like, you gotta write it up on the fucking desk.
Oh, you want to go outside? Come on. Tucker, come on.
No, that's crazy. Slower than dial-up.
Damn.
You didn't calm down. There's probably people in an age group that are super confused right now.
Right. I'm like, damn, Eden. Ouch. Yeah, I definitely don't pay attention to anything.
Damn,
My
man.
brain runs like
But
AOL.
Levi knows my mind's always racing, dude. I'm always like working on the next project in my head. I'm always like the shows now. I'm trying to pencil in the Eric on Saturday. So my mind's everywhere. So I really don't pay attention.
Yo, I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. Like people, I got people like that has nothing to do with like the reptile stuff, and like you just old friends that'll hit me up and like, yo, they'll show up at the house like, hey man, you said we were gonna hang out. Like, oh, okay. Yeah. Like,
Let's hang out.
completely forgot that fucking conversation.
Hey, you know what the greatest part about the reptiles is for me, though? Most of the people I don't want to deal with don't like reptiles.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's why that rhino viper is downstairs, right out in clear view.
Fuck yeah.
Zeke, can you stop eating dirt?
So are some. I'm gonna go find some big rattlesnakes too. put one by each window. If anyone ever tries to break in, they're gonna hear. Psst. Yep, they're probably not coming in.
So, Eric, are you here to breed that rhino?
I'm gonna see how this one goes because rhinos are a finicky animal to keep. You don't keep them. Everyone usually keeps them too hot or too wet. You don't want to keep them too hot. They're not like ball pythons or gaboon vipers or anything like that. They'd like a little bit of cooler temperature.
A lot like the Bloods, right?
I'm trying to think who it was that I talked to and I dealt with because I keep my retics the same way. Like my base temperature in like my retics cages are like high 70s, like 78ish, and then it has a hot spot of like 85.
Definitely pay attention.
Okay.
And and from what I was just talking to a guy, and it's kept him successfully. He's never reproduced successfully, but he keeps all his rhinos how I keep my retics pretty much. He says like I keep them at like a 78-degree temperature. They got a little under hot spot to sit if they want to. And
okay. So hold on, talk about why the retics lower though. Now you got my whole ass head spinning.
You got ass head.
Yeah, he does. But anyway, if you think about and like I've been putting this in perspective, think about all the stuff you watch. The stuff whenever anyone comes across retics or anything, they're not out running around during the day usually. They're out during the cooler evenings.
Yeah. Okay.
So like my retics stay like low 80s tops.
Do you see that they're more active?
My snakes are really active, except for the ball python. Well, some of the ball pythons are pretty active. They want to just kill me, but
come on, boy.
They're just as active. I think they're more. Because I've done it this way, I think they're more pleasant to work with compared to higher temperature all the time. Like they have like a low 80s thing, and then they have a little bit higher for a hot spot, and they seem like they're all the ones I have seem less aggravated than the ones when I used to keep. Well, that I had. I only have one in my house right now that I got to ship out to somebody because I'm done. Well, man, I almost got back in the retics of that show.
There's some heat coming out right now, bro. Some fucking big heat.
Yo, so you don't breed the retics, do you?
Not anymore. Actually, somebody, and I'm bringing this up. Somebody right now, I got a message. I haven't answered it yet because somebody that me and Hutch both know very well. Some guy wants to make a deal with him for his pair of retics he has, but the deal would consist of me being part of that deal and benefiting too, because I would have to keep, raise, breed, and like I think if I want to deal with somebody else's aggressive ass retics that bite me when it comes to breeding season or something.
Well,
because a male can, like, a breeding season can change a male permanently. And that's like when everyone asks me, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get a retic." I'm like, if you're gonna get a retic, I'm like, it's gonna sound stupid because they tend to be a little bit bigger. You can get a female. They're like, well, why? I'm like, well, because whenever it comes breeding season, you're not gonna have something that's gonna smell other snakes, hormones and stuff. If you're not planning on breeding them, and maybe turn into a complete psycho. A 10-foot golden child retic hit my buddy in the shoulder once. Caused him 47 stitches and permanent nerve damage.
Yeah, I've been seeing more and more things coming up about retic bites and more that they're getting popular again, man. They ain't no fucking joke.
Yeah, and breeding them is not a joke either. You got to sit there for a couple hours whenever you throw them together, unless you're like one of these big name people that have hundreds of them. Don't worry about it. But like when you introduce them, you got to sit there and make sure that they're acting right, because somebody that can't tell the signs of a non-receptive female retic, you're liable to come back like my buddy did. He almost lost damn near $2,000 retic because the male bidder, because they weren't working out, they weren't breeding. He left to go to the store, came back. He said he was gone for maybe 30 minutes.
Okay, but how do you know if they're ready to breed together or they can breed?
Females will throw their bodies, throw them away. They'll
Don't they
Right.
like twitch? Yeah, they do like a
they'll
weird
raise
twitch.
they'll raise their tail and like vent and secrete nastiness, and they just
Yeah.
general signs that you'll know.
My
Let's
buddy,
say, go ahead.
my buddy, he used to breed retics, and bro, I couldn't go to his fucking house during breeding season, man. He had like a tiny ass apartment, and them motherfucking females stink, bro, stink.
Yep. Plus, right now, I really don't have the room that I want to donate to retics, considering I have 26 Burmese in my
Whammo?
basement.
Yo, Whammo, what's up, brother?
Yo.
Hey, you
Yeah,
good out there,
you know what?
Whammo?
Fuck
Hold
it.
on. Time out real quick. Let me address something. Eden, did you miss last fucking Saturday or?
No, you was there.
Yeah. What the fuck you talking about? Need to promote females in the game
Saturday, I thought it was Sunday.
or Sunday? Yeah,
Sunday, yes.
Sunday.
Well,
It
that's horrible. You're
He
the
was,
co-host,
he
and
was
I'm the
in
one.
there promoting that female live. He was there.
It's easy to say we need to promote females, but the female's going to be more willing to let people promote them.
Yeah, so Solo, get your ass up here.
There's a lot of there's a lot of females.
I could drop the link for her if she wanted.
She won't get on live.
Nah.
There's a lot of females in our hobby that won't do lives and this and that for multiple reasons. They just don't want grief.
Chris, can I drop it? Should I start promoting it now?
Well, females, go ahead, bro. Eden says we don't do it enough. Apparently, I don't do it enough. Have you gone back to Instagram? Go look on Instagram. I promote nothing but the females.
So, I guess you guys get the first exclusive on this. We are bringing Miri back for a solo interview.
MSB Reptiles.
She brought a lot of knowledge to the last live, but I don't feel like we had enough time, so we're gonna do a solo interview with her.
I've seen her interviewed once before by somebody. She's got some knowledge.
Was that the one that works with Monsoon?
Yeah, Monarch.
Yeah, Monarch. That's right.
Monarch. She works with multiple species. Was a
venomous keeper. I thought she was getting out. Somebody told me she was getting out and sold like her Monarch stuff. And that.
Yeah, brother. That's my fellow warrior right there, man.
Who, Whammo?
Yeah.
Bro, I love Whammo. Bro, we also got something working on me and Whammo, but that's in.
I'm sorry, Whammo. When he sends you pictures of him all lathered up in baby oil.
Oh my god.
Yo,
Whammo,
so,
don't listen to this guy.
You know what? I've been like beating around the bush on like everything that I told you guys. Like
I'm still mad at you, Hudson. So go screw yourself.
So, I'll just go ahead and say it, man. I am opening up a pet shop, and like an exotic pet shop, right? And right now, I am looking for a few people that produce like crested geckos and stuff like that. So, if you guys,
leopard geckos.
Yeah. We already had that conversation, bro.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna tell you. I was like, we already had that.
Yeah. So, but we are looking for crested geckos. So, if anyone in the chat, man, if you guys are producing crested geckos, let me know. Hit me up. I know
somebody. I'll send you her page. Yeah.
All right.
She
Cool.
just does nothing but leopard gecko. I mean, crested geckos.
Nice. Yeah, that's perfect then.
Hey, Hutch, I'll send you a message about a wholesaler I came in contact with. The whole and this wholesaler is the reason I got a lesser hurricane for $200.
See, yeah, that's where like I've been working with individuals that do this shit that don't wholesale and stuff like that. So that's what I'm kind of trying to stay away from, bring back to the community,
I'm just saying they get stuff that a lot of people aren't doing. If you want to add stuff into your thing, it doesn't hurt to have that in your back pocket.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I'd love that information, but that is like my main game plan.
Bro, but that's dope. I forgot you were doing that. I forgot we had that talk, really.
Damn. All right, you're cut off, bro.
No, but well, it's good because I probably would have said something though.
I didn't forget.
Yeah, man, we've so we're on the last little. That's what I was talking about earlier with the puzzle piece, bro. I've been going back and forth with this guy. You know, it's
What's
a
the-
prime location. It's going to be a big money location, and that's it. That's all we need is the location, and we're ready to start rocking.
Well,
Hold
that's
on, a couple
badass.
of things real quick.
Congratulations, bro. Hell yeah.
Before I give you congratulations, a couple things. First of all, you're biased as fuck to my question, so fuck you. And second of all, how you gonna drop this shit 2 hours and 45 minutes into the damn live? Ain't nobody gonna watch this shit now.
Bro, I haven't said shit on all the lives. Like, yo, I've been working on this for like 4 or 5 months now.
Oh,
bro.
yeah, that was right. We were backstage when we talked about it, huh?
Yeah. And I've never said anything. So you guys' live is like the first time I actually like came out and like,
Well, hell yeah.
I'm gonna promote the shit out of this. Skip from the 2 hour mark to the 2 hours and 35 minute mark.
Hey, he finally came out.
Yeah, came out the closet, bro.
Bro, but that's badass. Hell yeah, that's dope. But
at least you didn't come out of the closet in a sauna full of dudes.
Oh my god.
Hey man, need some baby oil.
Hey, you're out of luck because he already bought it all.
Yeah.
Bro,
I got that shit from my slip and slide.
Hey, I went to this. Don't call your wife that. She's gonna be mad.
Oh my god.
All right, so who's trying to buy my snake collection after that one?
Well, he can have venomous there too.
Who?
Oh, you can't, right, Hutch? You can't do venomous?
I gotta get permits for it.
He got a venomous friend that can keep stuff for him temporarily, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta figure out who I can. There's one.
I don't live too far away from him, realistically.
Yeah, I mean technically I could send you paperwork and you write off on handling hours for me, but we're gonna do it the legit way, you know. No, I don't. I'm not big on the whole venomous thing. Maybe if I ever got to that point, I would just like.
Now, Hutch, up there, did they consider the hognose and stuff venomous?
The what?
Hognoses and stuff?
No. You can do mangroves and hognoses and stuff like that.
So rear
What's up, Rip?
Yeah,
I was
but
gonna say, like one thing that we could touch on real quick to kind of give a closure to the live with a little bit of knowledge is one thing I want to put out. So like with venomous, right? We keep talking about venomous and pushing venomous unintentionally, but venomous isn't for everybody. And Hutch, I respect the fact that you are holding off on it. I'm holding off on it. Like I said, and I want to say the last one, right, Chris? The last live that we did, the last hangout. I treat them like I do the long nose, right? I don't keep long nose. I want to. I have a burning passion to, but it's a lot of time and dedication to get them switched over to rodents. So what I do is just admire them in the wild. And I think keeping venomous in my collection isn't for me. And it's not for everybody. You can respect them, admire them, and then you can utilize people like Eric and Quentin. You know, if you live around somebody that keeps venomous, go ahead.
Hey, somebody, I need a screenshot of that, a recording sent to me.
Yeah.
You know, seek out another professional that's what they specialize in or they are well educated in. Eric's obviously well educated. Chris, you're gonna have to edit all this shit out.
Hey, listen, let's be honest. He's already admitted I'm well educated in a lot of stuff.
Bro, I'm not gonna edit anything.
Yeah, man,
that's just going.
That's one of those things. Like, you know, you can be
bro,
unprepared and buy a ball python and be all right. You can't be unprepared and buy a fucking venomous reptile. You know, that's just one of the things, man. Like, yeah, I got many years experience in reptiles, but I won't venture that way. Not till I'm like 100% guaranteed I got this. Like we'll put it in like racing form, you know. Like I don't like NASCAR, but it's like a prime example. Like venomous reptiles to me is I do enough research and have the experience to where I go from not even an amateur to a professional, like driving with NASCAR, and I ain't even touched a car before. That's how I feel like I should be before I ever even think about venomous.
I respect you said that because, like, I did almost 2 years worth of just online research, because there wasn't nobody around me that was open about what they kept. Still, not a lot of people do, but no mentors, but a lot of online research and watching videos. And if you watch enough videos, if you go through the videos of some of the idiots I won't name, and you go to the videos of like professionals that are milking snakes and stuff like that, or doing this and that, and just the professional facilities and seeing how they work with them, you'll see a whole difference in handling.
Right,
you don't see the free handling. You don't see the
you can still see minor free handling, and it's as needed.
All right, yeah. We're gonna touch on it again and more in depth, but I'm just gonna touch on a little bit because just anybody that's joined the live that wasn't earlier, you guys get the first preview of this. We are gonna bring Eric back for a solo interview Saturday, time to be determined. Did you see that video of Tyler Nolan and that? I can't remember what the snake was.
Nah, Luke, I think we're about to end here soon because we gotta go play some Fortnite. So
he popped the cage open and the snake damn near gets him. He ain't paying attention. He's got his gloves on. I give him that, but he ain't paying attention. The snake damn near gets him, bro. Jumps out like a fucking retic at him.
I think it was a rattlesnake, yeah.
But like that's the kind of shit you don't see coming out of these professional facilities. You don't see them not fully paying attention. You don't see them just sliding the glass open. You're right. It's 100% right, and that's really what I respect the most about you, Quentin. I mean, Quentin free handles, but there's a story behind it. But like, you don't promote it. You don't show it as like an okay subject. Like 10 out of 10, anybody that wanted to get into venomous, I do recommend Eric. And 10 out of 10, anybody that doesn't want to, seek out somebody like Eric. Seek out your local professionals that can guide you in the right way to be able to respect and admire the species from a distance, and know your limits. My limits, obviously, I've got the collection that I got now. I want to specialize in specialized colubrids. It takes a lot of time. It takes dedication. It takes respect. It takes a level of fear. These people that pull them out and show absolutely no fear, we have a fear instinct built into us to keep us alive. And real quick, I want to touch on a comment that somebody didn't want to even venture into rear fang. Rear fang, unless you're allergic to bees, are essentially harmless. Obviously, they take another level of respect than a corn snake or a ball python, but they're fun to work with. A lot of them.
For most rear fang, for example, hognose, for them to actually envenomate, they have to gnaw on you.
Yeah, they get their rear fang on your finger like that.
If you pay attention to one of Tyler's lives, he did get gnawed on by one, and he said there was some swelling and irritation, but that was it.
Yeah, that all falls on your immune system and everything, Like if you got some autoimmune deficiencies and shit, I would not recommend that at all.
Yeah, bro, we've been on for like 3 hours now, bro.
Yeah. I see, and this, like, before we even on this, I see a lot of people that'll go to shows and stuff, and they'll talk to the venomous vendors and stuff like that. And the biggest thing that makes me mad, for example, I watched a guy was willingly going to sell an 18-year-old kid venturing into the venomous hobby, forest cobra juvenile. And he said this would be good the first one. I'm like, no. I told that kid right out the bat, and that guy refuses to sell to me now. But I was like, I don't care. I'm like, that is not a good first venomous snake for anyone. They're usually not good snakes for venomous keepers in general because they're usually pretty,
rough around the edges.
Rough, yeah, pretty.
Right. I get that, but that's like another controversial topic. Beginner snakes. I think that whole system's a fucking joke, and it's
the best beginner. Well, bottom line, best beginner snake is something you're gonna do a lot of research about before you buy it.
So what is a beginner snake for y'all? What would y'all start with?
The best beginner snake is the one that you're gonna enjoy keeping.
Chris, for venomous, I'm saying the route you're going, like the conversations we've had, those are gonna be pretty good because usually, for the most part, Gaboons tend to be more placid and more
chillax.
well, no, more placid and more how was the term? Rhinos require a specific set of care.
Forgiving.
Yeah, more hardy than rhino vipers. And a lot of rhinos have the same, temperament, personality, but they can be a little explosive, just like a gaboon. Everyone tries to, say they're different, but in my experience, they haven't really been. But gaboon vipers are more hardy when it comes to living environments.
Bro, so I'm either debating for a gaboon viper or a rhino, but at the same time, I want to battle albino western rattlesnake.
That's a tough one, man. A lot of people say to start with the western diamondback but like coming from the home of them, man, if it's your first one and something goes wrong, they pack a fucking punch, man. You go to the ERs here, and every trauma doctor is going to tell you, stay the hell away from that snake.
Bottom line, if you're going to work with venomous, make sure where you keep your venomous, unless you're 100% skilled. Like, I would suggest somebody, and getting into it, having setups like me or rooms setups like me or Quentin do, because I suggest somebody that's getting in it have a smaller group or whatnot and have a lot of space when it comes to being able to interact with them. So you're not trapped if something goes wrong. You have exit points, ways to step aside and get out of damage. But when it comes down to it, gaboons and rhinos are lot less active, I guess, for lack of better terms, when it comes to the working with them and all the experiences I've had. And I've kept gaboons for a few years personally, and the rattlesnakes I'll have, they always seem to be a pain in the butt whenever I want to hook them to get them in and out of their enclosures to clean them and stuff like that. They don't want to usually cooperate.
All right, Eric, real quick, let me ask you one of the biggest. I love the fact that Hutch brought this up. Right, one of the biggest subjects in venomous is what is, quote unquote, right, hypothetically, what is the best beginner animal? And I see
somebody else's.
I see this answer a lot though. The copperhead. Not because it's tame, not because it's less aggressive, not because it's easier to work with.
Because it's more common.
It's common, and its bite isn't as unforgiving as like the western diamondback or the gaboons or they're on the almost, they're not safe, but their bite's not as drastic as others.
But let's be honest, whenever somebody asks that and somebody shoots out that suggestion, the simple fact is it puts a placidness in a person's fear there. Because all this isn't as bad as if I was handling that.
Right. Complacency is killer, bro. Complacency will fucking kill you.
Like, I have a handful of cobras, needless to say. And out of them cobras, there's one that absolutely hates me that I can't see. She's almost impossible to work with a hook unless I have a big floor space. And I have to trap box her to get her in or out of the enclosure to clean it.
Respect. That's tough.
Did you get that cobra as a baby, or you just got her adult?
I got her as an adult from a friend that had her from a baby, and she's always been that way. And he had one too many close calls, so he felt better letting her go to somebody more willing to work with her.
See, and I'm convinced, man, there's just snakes that just don't like us, like every animal that, one animal doesn't like another or whatever. I'm convinced there's snakes out there that are just anti-human. I think my gopher is one of them. And no matter how much I've worked with her, I cannot tame her down. I just don't think she likes us. Because I've had other people walk up to her. It's the same damn reaction.
Didn't you say it earlier? Humans have that bred-in fear, you know, and same with animals, man. There's a reason why snakes have lasted so long, you know, since the fucking dinosaur era. Is their natural instincts to do shit. And that's what it is, man. They're still a wild animal. Your dogs are still wild animals, you know. It's just the way it goes, man.
Yeah, but we as breeders and scientists or herpologists portray these animals as what am I looking for? Like they're always gonna attack in the wild. Like they're always gonna attack us or strike
No,
us. Like when they come on the Discovery channels or stuff like that. That's why they took them off there.
Yeah, but the reason they display it is because they need to get views.
Yeah, you just said it. Discovery Channel.
And then
Yeah,
you
I
got
know.
I was
They
like, hold
talk
on,
about
stop
Discovery
clumping
Channel.
us. Stop clumping us.
Well, we're
in-
all humans. I'm saying humans in general.
That group of humans does that. And in the same way I addressed it in the last live with prehistoric death, is
uneducated.
oh, look at the retic. I'm taking her eggs and she's trying to bite me in the face. Oh, they're so crazy.
Well, it's like
I love Jay. I love Jay.
I would like to see Jay breed one of them big retics. So how come all his retics he breeds are like well bodied? They're not his display animals.
Oh man, I know like all of his shit is terrible, but I just love watching his videos. It gives me so much anxiety.
Like the care and the stuff they do there and whatnot, like you can see the animals are healthy, they're fed on the ones he breeds and stuff. But like I don't like the power fed obese ones.
Yeah, those big beefy ones you got on display, man. Those are ridiculous, bro.
I've defended him one time. Well, yeah, one time because somebody that I knew was made a comment about that big normal Burmese he has. I said, "You're talking about a Burmese that is 20 years old that he got from somebody. He did not raise that. That snake's that big from the previous owner. He took it in because they couldn't care for it no more." I was like, "Listen and watch."
Because he's a necessary evil.
You know what though? Like as much as shit as Jay gets, like I feel like retics have been like, you know, they're big scary animals, but just the way he goes about shit is I feel like it brings the fear factor down a little bit. Cause like he's just like a fat old guy that can dodge these fucking strikes, you know? So I don't know. I just feel like his content is like goofy but great at the same time.
That's a double-edged sword though, because once we're talking about retics and it, like you said, complacency, right? Oh, this ginormous retic, I could just dodge the bite. What happens because Jay has been doing this for so many years, that's why he can do that, nor does he explain that. What happens when you get grabbed by that 16, 17 foot female and all of a sudden you're in the ER fighting for your life because it caught an artery?
Yeah, but if these people are watching his videos and they're not paying attention to that, he's pointing out what they're doing and he knows what they're going to do next, that's their fault.
Yeah,
absolutely. But it's
every video.
But I'm not talking about like on a keeper level. I'm just talking about like random people that don't own any snakes or anything like that, because that is like the biggest problem. Like that's where the votes come from, bro. Like when they vote for shit, you know, if people are, well, I watch this guy on Facebook all the time, you know, he's playing with these big ass snakes. They're not that dangerous. Why would I vote to like ban them and shit, you know?
Listen, I got a question. I want to know from each one of you three. Hold on. I want to know what each one of you guys' first snake was.
A Western rat snake. My very first snake was a Western rat snake, and then right after I got a hognose.
Rat snakes can be little feisty little shits too.
Yep.
Okay.
Spicy.
Ball python.
Figures.
Well, my very first snake I had for about 3 months before I figured out what it was, and my dad beat the shit out of me for having it in my room, but it was a wild water moccasin.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man. as a kid, I was like 10 years old. We lived on the golf course, right?
I think I
And
heard this story.
yeah, I wanted a snake, bro, and like ball pythons at the time were like fucking $1,000 for a shit one, and so out back, there's snakes everywhere. So I caught one up. He was a mean little bastard, but I grew him up pretty good, and I was out there catching fish and shit, feeding them, and my dad came in my room one day, and he just like full panic mode because I had the bitch on the bed, and yeah, he beat my ass for that one.
Fuck, dude. Yeah.
Better him than the snake.
Yeah, man.
Well, this officially proves I'm the idiot out of the group. My first snake was a 14-foot berm right out the gate.
No, fuck.
I hear that a lot, though. Especially from the veteran community, that they got a 14-foot berm or a fucking 12-foot anaconda or some crazy big species.
I bought this off a guy's uncle that I knew. And
at this rate, we'll be on, Luke.
I was a little bit complacent with care and stuff, and like it was calm. And then, just in the past 2 years, I had a berm that I had, and I got because it was completely unworkable. And then I find out that the kid that had it got it from somebody else, and one of my guys that I buy off of knew that snake, and then that kid down to a T, and it was a 9-foot wild caught male berm that all he wanted to do was eat me. I'm sitting there feeding him, so I just want to love you, quit biting me. Nope. It didn't bite me. Let me clarify that. I just quit trying to bite me.
Real quick, you know what, Hutch? That's a good perspective, by the way. That's one I haven't heard yet. That this old bastard's out here dodging retic bites, so they ain't that scary.
Right, man. You got to think of it on a not only as like a keeper level, but also as like what the general public is seeing, man. And like honestly, his videos, the general public is seeing him mess with these dangerous ass animals, and I'm not saying they're going to go out and replicate it, but they're like, maybe these animals aren't as scary as what they're portrayed. So
They're
that's
really
why I say, yeah, that's why I say his content's goofy, but like it's good but bad,
He's truly a necessary.
I think also though, I think in like some, like for example, in some of the videos I've watched, because I watch a lot of snake videos on YouTube. But like they should mention, how many years they've been doing this, and like even as much grief as we have for some of these guys, the ways of some of these guys keep, our hobby wouldn't be half of what it is right now without the Kevins, the Jays, the Bob Clarks, the Tom, Crutchfields, everything.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're 100% right, because I defend Kevin for that all the time. Boas wouldn't be where they are today without him. Fucking retics wouldn't be where they are without Jay. I mean, let's all right. So I'll
Jay for the longest I remember were the two biggest name in retics.
I'll be honest with you. I'll take a step back and I'll give the man respect where it's fucking deserved. We wouldn't have Super Dwarfs if it wasn't for Jay, because Jay made the retic acceptable. Jay made retics mainstream, made them a big ass thing to where they were acceptable to people. So we were able to breed them and be able to bring in the Super Dwarf and make it just as acceptable.
And let's be honest though, if any of you guys have met or ever talked to Garrett Hartle, if that guy can honestly tell you and say that there's something good about Jay, there's got to be something there. We're just catching tail ends of stuff and everything. We don't know 100%.
Let's be real. Let's be real. We wouldn't have Garrett Hartle if it wasn't for Jay. That's where Garrett got his start in the big time community, was through fucking Jay.
Oh, let's not even go there with that shit.
Take that bullshit right there.
One guys are
before we go there, do yourself a favor and go look at their channels and some of their videos you can find everywhere, and look how many of them berms actually do have the same patterns.
Yeah, and then that one, they spent good money on some of the morphs that they were killing out there. Get the fuck out of here.
That one picture I seen had at least like 15, 16 foot labyrinth Burmese on a table dead.
Yeah, man. What they had like I watched this video. I think the morph was titanium something, and because I was my buddy was telling me about it. He's like, "There's no way that they probably paid at least $2,000 for that snake. They didn't kill that shit."
They're a lot cheaper than what you think, but the bottom line is they still put money into it, but they put money in it because then they're going to make the money back on the views.
Yeah, and them snakes go right back into an enclosure.
And if you're going to go up that with that subject, it's going to bring in the whole invasive stuff and this and that. And let's be honest. You know, the world has evolved and grown. Animals have spread across countries and stuff throughout our whole lifetime. Before we were around, we're the most invasive species there is.
Hold on, Eric. I ain't gonna argue with you. I ain't got to reply to that. Save that shit for Saturday, bro. That is one of the fucking topics we're bringing up. That's just happening.
Hell yeah, bro. Man. And then let's get off and go jump on some Fortnite.
Sounds good. Some people are at work.
Yeah.
Oh, well, me and Hutch and Levi are gonna go play it. We'll see you then.
I'm going to punch
but before we jump off, man, I just want to thank everybody here. I want to pray for Whammo. Hey, stay safe out there, brother. You know, we're here for you if you need us. You know, we're here. We are doing that fundraiser for Justin Animals, my animal house. Trish, on October 12th, Trish wants to do it on her birthday, so we're going to do that for them, along with my animal house, Rafa, with Black. You know, we're going to raffle a snake or auction off a snake. I don't know why it says raffle. I think we're auctioning it off.
And before we get off here, I still want one of yours.
I'm working on it, brother. She's pregnant as fuck, right? That's why I almost broke the ice, man, and showed her off, but she's hurting right now. She's hurting.
I want to congratulate Hutch for opening up his pet shop or his store. Reptile Reptiles, my co-host, thank you for joining us. Eric, as always, thank you for joining us, brother.
See y'all here next week. Here Saturday.
Pleasure. And everybody in the comments watching this, I appreciate y'all for being through the whole thing and watching us. We'll be back next Monday and Wednesday.
Hold on, motherfucker. Don't neglect Eric like that. We'll be back on Saturday.
Oh, and we'll have Eric on this Saturday.
With an exclusive interview.
See, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, my mind's always going. All right, we'll have Eric on this Saturday and
how
this
do you
Sunday.
Forget something that damn big? We bring in the comedy. We bring in the heat. We bring in the argument. We bring in all of it.
Most likely,
we're here for you, brother.
Hey, most importantly, we're bringing the education.
Mondays it'll probably be, I don't know. I'll put the flyer up. It'll probably be the same time it was this past Monday, and then Wednesday it'll probably be like at 9 o'clock, same time.
He ain't asking about your Monday and Wednesday show. He's asking about Eric, fool.
Oh,
yeah. He said, "Hey, Eric will bring the knowledge. Chris will bring the baby juice."
Hey, well, I don't know what time can you go Saturday, Eric?
For me, it's gonna have to be probably like early evening-ish my time.
So what's that?
What time is it right there right now?
It's 1:14 right now.
So
in the morning.
Hours.
Oh, Sarah, I'm an hour behind you. All right, so you're Eastern?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I got you.
So anything from like your 3 o'clock on would work for me.
So Eric he's at 1:14. It's 12:14 here. You'll be.
Oh, it's 12:14 there.
Yeah.
It's 10:14 here.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll be 10:14.
Must be nice, bro.
So Chris, it'll be any time from like 4 o'clock on for you. I'll be good.
All right.
So 5 for me.
Yeah, anytime from there on, whatever time you want to schedule.
So that's 3 o'clock for you, Levi.
Let's go. Let's do it.
All right.
So 3 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, 5 o'clock Central Time, and
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock
Eastern time.
6 o'clock Eastern Time. Let's go. Be there, be square, or be square.
All right, guys. We out.
Like Eric's forehead.
You got room to talk.
Eric, you better wear a suit and tie